Okay, how about now? Now you should be able to hear me. Mic wasn't broken, OBS was configured wrong. Going once. Hopefully you can hear me now. Let's see. You let me know. We're on like a 10-second delay here, so I'm looking at chat. Excellent. Hey, welcome back, everybody. What I said was, hey, Stan. Hey, Colton. What is up? Trying to do things a little bit different today, so it's gonna be a technical fucking nightmare. As you can see, we're managing everything. Well, you can't see, but you can see me. We're managing everything about the stream through VR. I'm like messing around with different overlays and stuff, trying to make that happen because Pimax doesn't give me a way to manage my computer the way I can on the Quest. So, trying new things to make this work. Hopefully everybody has had a good week and we're super stoked for Friday Night Flights. If you're new to the stream, Friday Night Flights is a situation where I host an open lobby, open to anybody that wants to join in VTOL VR, and we fly around and I die a lot while I talk to you for about the next 3 hours. And I'm so messed up from changing how everything is working that I don't even have audio in my ears yet. So when I run a quick break, we will have to switch the audio, or I'll need to put headphones in, at least one, so I can hear, or else I won't be able to hear you guys in game if you want to chat. So that's the thing too. If you want to chat and hang out and have fun, we're just going to leverage the game chat that's built into VTOL VR to do that. You might be curious why I am streaming with a different VR headset, and the reality is new Pimax headsets are coming out. They're right around the corner. They're releasing like a light version of the Crystal that doesn't have this big bulky battery in the back, and it doesn't have some of the advanced features like eye tracking like this Pimax Crystal does. And I'm really trying to decide whether or not I'm going to keep the Crystal, and it seems like the more I use it, the more I hate it. Right now, I am wired into my PC and I'm wired into a battery pack just so the Crystal doesn't die on me because I can't seem to get the batteries that ship with this thing to last more than 2 hours. Is the game free, Colton? VTOL VR is not free. I think it's 20 or 25 US dollars on the Steam store currently. You don't need any of the DLC to play and take part in what we have going on. But it's totally worth it, in my opinion. So that's where we're at. I don't have any new missions. One thing I wanted to accomplish this week was grabbing like a new multiplayer mission to set up, but I just ran out of time today while I was trying to set up like everything to manage the stream. And when I say everything to manage the stream, like I'll show you once I get the VR view going, but something tells me I'm gonna have to restart OBS or reconfigure my VR. It's gonna drive me nuts. It's gonna suck because things aren't right. But I'll show you. It's really cool. I basically have an Elgato Stream Deck that I've spent time today like working on a little bit of code and other stuff to do that's like pumped into my VR overlay so I can actually like run a Stream Deck from within VR. It's pretty sweet because as I said, Pimax doesn't let me do it. So I am going to hit a quick, like not even 2-minute break. I'm gonna throw you guys on the break screen. I'm gonna grab my audio and then we're gonna hope that the VR view works. And if it doesn't, I'll have to reset that really quick. So we might have to come back in a second. I'm so sorry. I'm trying something new, right? And technology is out to get you. So, yeah, no shit, Stan. That's so true. VTOL VR is worth every penny. Like there are VR games out there that you're like, man, why did I spend this money? Like this game is a tech demo or it's just not very well thought out. That is not what you're going to get with VTOL VR. VTOL VR is going to give you a very feature complete game. You're going to have single player missions. You're going to have multiplayer missions. You're going to get 3 different aircraft to fly that all do very different things. The DLC is awesome if you do want to spend more on it, and the best part is it's PC VR, so you have access to the Steam Workshop, and that means an unlimited number, not really unlimited, but quite a few different missions and campaigns that community campaign builders have put together. And then there's like an entire mission editor. You could build your own campaigns. You can build your own custom maps. So if you don't like the terrain that ships with this game, like you can build your own. And what a lot of people do is they take like height maps of real world places, and then they have VTOL VR reconstruct those. Like you can fly over Miami. I am running super secret, but you guys will find out soon. I'm running a new campaign in VTOL VR that's all built off of a real world place. I think the first episode of this campaign is going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. I've spent usually, okay, so here's the inside scoop, and I probably shouldn't say it, but I'm going to say it. Usually I only spend like 2 to 3 hours editing a video. I've spent like 12 hours working on this video, and it's not even halfway done. So it's an amazing video for this new campaign I'm playing, and I can't wait to get it out to you. That's also why I haven't uploaded in like the last 2 days, because I've just been so heads down working on this sweet video. But yeah, unlimited stuff. The whole point, unlimited stuff in the Steam Workshop for VTOL VR. So I'm going to throw you guys on a break. We'll come back and let's actually get to flying. All right, aside from eating my microphone, it seems like my VR capture is still working. So that's a huge plus. We're gonna adjust and then we'll get going. Sorry, I am so not ready for the new implemented stuff that I have going on between the Crystal and OBS and not having my audio ready, but everything in life is a work in progress, to include what you see here. I am only human, folks. All right. Cool. So we have game view, which is good. That's excellent. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this up for you. You guys can watch, you can see it, and then I will switch chat back over. So before I go, this is what I was saying. Like, I think you guys can totally see my view. So what I have over here is actually like the stream itself, but I have an entire set of Stream Deck controls built into my VR world. So if I want to put you guys into a break, I click the break time button. Like right now, it's game time, right? So I can click it and it tells me what scene is active, and I can manage the whole thing. And if you guys complain about audio, like I can come in here and I can adjust all my audio and take care of all of it from within VR, so I don't actually have to get up and go anywhere. It's super duper sweet. However, it seems like switching to this view very quickly broke a window, so I need to fix this window so that I can read chat. No, I didn't want to bring it to me. I just want to recrop it. So again, technical fun all around. Oh, I think what happened is OBS moved. No, let's just expand this a little bit. Almost. Nope, that's not even giving me what I need. No, chat is broken a little bit. No good. Dang it. And I don't have a good way to manage this. Let me see. I might be able to fix this. Folks. We'll crop it all the way left and we'll see. Nope, doesn't like it. We're just gonna rebuild it. I'm so sorry. This is not how this is supposed to go. We're just gonna rebuild it really quick. If you don't know what this overlay is, I guess I can talk you through it as I do it. That might be interesting. I know some of you guys are streamers and stuff. This is OpenXR Toolkit. It's pretty cool. So I can pull the whole stream in here. It's pretty sweet. And I can put that on my hand, which is eventually what I'm gonna do. But I don't need all of the controls. So I tend to crop it down quite a bit. I don't know what just happened, why we just lost the view for things. But typically, all of this goes to shit when you try to show a super simple thing. Am I on the wrong profile? Probably. Everything is breaking. I might have to, all right, 2 works. Good. 1 works. Okay. 1 is not working. Let's spawn a new window. Geez, oh geez, I just want to play VTOL with you guys. I didn't want to suffer through all of this. What I might do is pop the chat out. If it'll let me, will you let me? Can I do that? Sweet. Let's just pop that chat out, and we might get lucky. Welcome to technical presentation. The thing you didn't actually care about at all. You want to play a game? Nope. We're running chat. So then you can just take these overlays and you can kind of put them wherever you want. They're a little bit tricky to deal with. I like to set up mine up to like block things, and then I go ahead and I click leave the game because that's extra fun. So let's relaunch that. Man, I deserve an award today, just so you guys know. This is not going well. So make sure you type in chat, laugh at me. Let's have a little fun with it at a minimum. You know, if we're gonna do it, where's the thing? So the other thing is, like, you can say like only show when in view, right? So those settings should give me everything I need the way I like to keep things. So there we go. Now we have chat. Yeah, but your mom won't buy it. Sorry to hear, Colton. That sucks. It's an awesome game. If and when you get a chance, you should definitely grab it. Okay. Whew. After all of that, we should be able to still manage the stream, which we can. That's good. And I think the toolkit just crashed. Give me a break. Give me a break. Today apparently is not the day. I gotta try to restart OVR toolkit here because I can't see chat without it. We're gonna hit resume. We might have to take a legit break here to figure out why everything is breaking, because things should not be breaking like this. And it seems like right now, absolutely everything is breaking. And I can't manage things on my computer because I'm in VR and Pimax sucks. If I had my Quest, I could take care of all of this right from the Quest. Let me try one last time to shut this down. I want to be able to see chat. Like, that's the big thing. Chat matters so much more to me than like being able to manage the stream. So, Jesus, I know this is a shit show. We will get it going though, I promise. I wonder why OVR Toolkit crashed. Again, so not to hate on Pimax too much, but it seems like everything that I try to do with this headset, it's not a good experience. If you've seen my other streams, then you kind of know how things usually go, and I usually wear the latest is in 3 years. I usually wear my Quest. I usually play with a Quest 3, and it is exponentially, dude, I know it's exponentially better like on the Quest 3. Okay, all this seems to be working. My window crop is fucked and it just broke again. I gotta stop messing with it. We're gonna have to shut it down one last time. I don't know. I think it has something to do with like this middleware layer that Pimax needs for its headsets to work. Like, I have to run software in order for the Pimax headset to work, and I think that's what's causing a majority of the problems. So that is what it is, unfortunately. I might throw an overlay on my screen. That might be the best way to fix this. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the chat profile, and I'm going to leave it at that. And I can't manage the stream, so it is what it is. We'll have to deal with some shit. All right, let's go to multiplayer. Let's get this thing going. Holy technical difficulties. If you're still here, thank you. Hopefully you learned some troubleshooting. If not, then sorry for wasting your time. Friday night flights. Let's get this show on the road. This is where I need like a technical manager that has access to my computer that can fix these things as we play. Friday night flights, the mission. Here's the problem, is I don't have new missions. We just have the ones that we've been running. That's BVR, which probably PvP, Island Hopper. What's this? High-rise cities. Players start PvP 4v4. That sucks unless we have a bunch of people queued up, ready to play. All of these are also in that same boat. They require like a group of people queued up, ready to play. If that sounds interesting, well then the Discord is the place to be. If you want to queue up ahead of time and get in here to play certain things, that's the best way to get it done. We can run full on Dynamic Liberation. That's probably the safest bet, even though we keep running this one. It's probably the safest bet for what we have going on. Let's go ahead and hit host. So the lobby should be findable now if you guys want to jump in to join and play. And if that's the case, I'm happy to have you. Frosty, get back on, bro. That's not that hard. You just got to put the headset back on. Unless you're rocking a Pimax and the battery's dead and you hate this thing, so you're just trying to justify selling it so that you can get like a big screen beyond or something. Not like I would be doing that currently. But how have you been, man? How have you been? How's your week been? Friday Night Flights is all about fun. If you're new to VTOL, new to the channel, new to whatever, Friday Night Flights is all just fun. So feel free to join. You do not. Dynamic Liberation, this message is randomness. We're going to go ahead and hit start, brother. We're going to hit start. Feel free to join. You don't have to be amazing at this game to fit in and to play. I'm totally fine with anybody and everybody playing. That's the whole point of me actually doing this, is to set up, just like community playtime, Like, I don't care how good you are or aren't. When are you going to stream Ghost of Tabor? Soon. I know you want it. I know you want it. I don't know why. You're just going to see me cry. So Monday, this is a good question, though. You got an infection? Oh, no. Oh, dude, you've been sick for a minute. That's not good. So Ghost of Tabor. Here's the answer. Soon. It's a bad answer. I know. Oh my God, this headset's so uncomfortable. Monday is going to be another Into the Radius stream. We sucked last go round. I intend to suck again. I think it's really just how I play, who I am. We're probably going to suck again. And then I am waiting for one more schedule. So just to give you a little insight on why this is difficult for me to coordinate, is everybody in my house does something outside of like school or work, right? So there's like my whole family has stuff going on. So I do YouTube, obviously, but like I also play sports after going to work all day, right? So then the missus, she does the same thing. Like, she works all day and then she does some social media stuff, and then she has sports that she goes and plays and does. And then the little people that live with me play a lot of sports when they're not in school. So we're in a weird time where we're waiting on coaches to send out schedules. And I got some schedules yesterday. I expect to get more schedules over the weekend, and then I will be able to tell you when I'm going to play Ghost of Tabor. Whenever I end up with like that free day. Did somebody just pop in behind me? Wavy's back. What up, Wavy? You back? How you doing? Wavy's waving.
What up?
Yeah, so like that's it. Once I know the free day that I'm gonna have, to stream to Boar, that's when I will stream to Boar. So it's coming. I promise you it's coming. Right now we're sitting at 275 out of 300 subs. And my goal is to add that third day at 300 subs. And I have that built in simply so that I can buy myself more time to get these schedules. Okay, so that's the gist of it. Is I need a little bit of time for schedules. We don't need to run fuel. I don't want to carry so many GBUs. How many do we have up here? 4. We might carry them. I think I'd rather have more AIM 120s early on. This game is going to get me every time I build a loadout. It comes back and gets me backwards. You want to be my friend? What, and Tabor? Yeah, you can be my friend. I'm okay. So here's the other thing with Tabor is I'm looking for someone to run duos with, like legit duos, trios. Like I need a good, solid like Tabor group that is cool with me, making content like while we play, right? So that might include your voice. It might not include your voice. It's up to you. Like I can always scrap it and like take that part out. But that's the thing is I really want like a core group of guys. What's your opinion on Valve Index controllers? I was thinking about getting the full headset in June. Might get the controllers and base stations this week though. What do you think, Frosty? Good question. I love the Valve controllers because of the finger tracking, but you notice how they don't work in all games. VTOL doesn't recognize the finger tracking at all. I can still do this, right? But it doesn't recognize the finger tracking at all. Finger tracking, though, in some games like Ghost of Tabor is kind of cool. It doesn't really do much for you in Tabor, but they do recognize it. That means they might add it in the future. I think Half-Life Alyx is the only thing that actually uses the finger tracking to any like real reason. The knuckles feel weird. What's cool is like you get your hands, so I can do this, right? I don't have to hold the controller. They fit nice like that. I've just had a problem with this one. I had to send it back to Valve and RMA it. It took about a year and the little grip sensor in it broke. And right before the warranty was up, I was able to get a replacement. That took over a month though to send my controller in and get it back. The sticks are okay. The buttons are okay. They just have a weird feel to them, but I like that you can be a little more free with them. What I really like about them is I seen someone finger control in VTOL. Oh, that'd be cool. What I really like about them is outside-in tracking. I like it better than inside-out tracking, but the inside-out tracking on the Quest 3 is almost as good as outside-in tracking, so it's a double-edged sword. We're just kind of bullshitting and waiting for like 2 or 3 more people to join, and then I'll hit go, and we'll get in the air. So I like them, but I also have 4 base stations. I'm only running 2 of them right now. 2 of them are in my old space. I run 4 base stations because the space I'm in is kind of big and I have a lot of stuff in the way. There's like my computer and cameras and monitors. So I just try to get the best coverage possible. They're comfortable though. What I don't like is the gun stock that I enjoy doesn't accept Valve knuckles. I can only use Quest controllers with that gun stock. So I'm in between a rock and a hard place. You want me to tell you my name? No, man. In the Discord, you can ping me in the Discord, and then you can tell me your Tabor name there, and we can figure it out from there. Discord's genuinely a better place to coordinate than a live stream. You gotta imagine a bunch of people watching this live stream at some point, and then like blowing you up on Steam. You're not really gonna like it. So yeah, they're meant to be weak? I seen someone with finger control. The controllers, yeah, I guess the way the sensor's built though, it kind of, I don't know, you can feel it click. There's a tactile thing, and mine just wore out. And they're really expensive to replace, so I'm happy it wore out at the last second. But if this one doesn't wear out like today, then it's out of warranty, and I'll have to spend however much for one freaking controller. But the advantage is, let's look at his arm patch. That's a bad arm patch. That's a horrible arm patch. Arm patch fashion show failed. The advantage is though that you can use these with any headset. Now, arguably, I wouldn't get a Valve Index today. I just wouldn't. There's so many better options at a good price point. One of the options coming up is the newer lightweight Pimax crystals. Even though I'm kind of against the crystal, I'm a little bit of a crystal hater. This is like the big, bulky, heavy, like first iteration. Like this is a pre-order model. They're coming out with new ones like right now that are sim specific. So they've reduced the weight by like 250 grams. They've removed some of like the eye tracking and other features, but they've also removed this big old battery and they've made it much more comfortable to wear. So, what I would suggest is maybe looking at that, and they're coming in at like 700 US dollars, which is really close to the Valve Index, and you're going to get a significantly better screen, even with the eye tracking not being a part of it. You're going to get an even better screen than you would out of the Valve Index. You're also going to get a lot better field of view than what you're going to get out of the Valve Index. So that's just some quick food for thought on that. I need to put my game window in focus here. That didn't do it. Come on, work with me. Everything today is out to get me. All right, my game window's not in focus, so that's fun. There's no good way for me to fix that at the current moment, so that I can chat with you in game. So I might have to take a break at some point, or when I do take a break, we can fix that. So you're not gonna get good in-game chat from me if you're here right now, but such is the theme this evening. So yeah, Valve Index, man, not a bad choice. I have Quest 3. I can pair the controllers with the Quest. Negative. The Quest 3 needs its own controllers. You can use Quest 3 controllers or Quest Pro controllers because the camera is expecting a certain thing with those controllers to track them. So you can't use the knuckles with the Quest. But honestly, if you have a Quest 3, the Index, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion and my opinion only, is a downgrade. It's a downgrade. Unless you're specifically trying to get something that's wired PC VR, in that case, then the Quest, or then like an Index makes sense. But pretty much the Quest 3 is better than an Index. And you can run that like it's PC VR. I know I do. I use virtual desktop. So I just, I don't know that the Index is kind of dated, right? And it's still relatively expensive. I just saw Alt join, so that's cool. What up, buddy? Hopefully you're in chat as well, because my in-game, I can't seem to focus my in-game window. It won't let me focus. I'm having a ton of Pimax issues. I'm trying to decide whether or not to keep the Pimax crystal, and therefore I'm purposely using it, and therefore I'm purposely suffering. See, I just had a weird tracking issue, but that's not a crystal problem. That's my base station's probably had a bunch of stuff get in the way. So yeah, hopefully you're there. What about Quest 2? No, Quest 2 needs Quest 2 controllers, and it can only use Quest 2 controllers as far as I know. It might be able to use Quest Pro controllers, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Come on, click the visor down. Thank you. Yeah, Quest is, it's limited with what you can use as far as like controllers go, which is a little bit of a bummer, because so many things about the Quest, especially the Quest 3, you know, they're just good. Like the Quest 3 is honestly what I would argue to be the best bang for buck headset on the market. If you have a Quest 3, you're getting your money's worth 100%. I think they did a fantastic job with the Quest 3. The Quest 2 is good, but it's not the latest, greatest, funnest thing out there. But I don't hate the Quest 2. I used the Quest 2 as my first, oh my God. I used the Quest 2 as my first headset. That's what got me into VR. So I have a love-hate relationship with the Quest 2. I think it's a great piece of gear, and I just think there's better out there, but not at $200. At $200 for a brand new Quest 2, like, that's a pretty good deal. You can't really do it better. Oh, I knew it was gonna get me. I couldn't find him. We'll shoot those at him as we go down. 1, 2, a couple hit him, buckle my shoe. We're still flying. We're gonna fly this thing into the dirt if we can. Where is this guy? I can't control it though. I'm out of the ability to control it. It's coming back. It's coming back. We might get lucky. We're out of anti-air. Yeah. Oh my God. Something's super wrong with the jet. Okay. Whatever. Good life though. We got some kills. I'm just trying to get that finger tracking. Quest 3, finger tracking. What's up? Watch my Discord. It's in the YouTube channel. If you go look at the description to this video or really any video, you'll find the link to the Discord, Colton. It says it should work on the official Reddit. Well, there you go then. Knuckles? Wait, it says Knuckles will work with the quest on the official Reddit? What?
Needs to kill that artillery.
That's crazy if so. I'm gonna try to get my desktop in view really quick. I need that. I can't talk to anybody in game. And that sucks. Really? You compare Knuckles? Okay, well, shit. I guess because you would need the base stations, right? The base stations would track the Knuckles, and then what do you just plug in the headset and expect it to be PC VR? In theory, I can see it working. I'm telling you, outside-in tracking is really nice. So having the Knuckles instead of the Quest controllers is pretty. It's a good deal. However, the Quest Pro controllers track themselves. So unlike the Quest 3 controllers are tracked by the headset tracks them. The Quest Pro controllers are capable of tracking themselves, which is excellent in my opinion. Quest Meta's doing a lot of good things with Quest Pro controllers and the let's see, we didn't start any of this, and the Quest 3. I think genuinely those are really great products, really great products. If you're free time, you should try to test it as my test subject. Oh shit, yeah, that's a good point. I guess I could do that. I have all of those things. Yeah, I can try to do that tomorrow. I'll try to do it tomorrow, because now I'm curious. It's probably a pain in the butt to set up, but I'll give it a shot. It also might not work for me. As I said, I use virtual desktop when I use my Quest. So I've actually never plugged my Quest into my PC. So I'd have to try to find a link cable. I don't even know if I have one. I typically just charge it USB-C off to the side. What? Mission failed? Oh no. Oh, I guess I could have just hit keep flying. We're gonna run new game. How did that happen? Oh no, the carrier must have died. It works, but you need some dongles. Apparently you need dongles. Oh, I'll have to look into it. I might have plenty of equipment lying around my house. I'll look into it, man. That'd be interesting. That would change things. If I could use Knuckles with the Quest 3 wirelessly, I think that's the way. You know, I think that's the way. So everybody just kind of died real quick, or we failed the mission. The carrier got hit. So as such, I might actually go put my game window in focus while we wait. Let's see. That way I can chat with people. I think I'm gonna do that. Let me try to do this and throw this on a break. I will be right back. I'm gonna put my game window in focus. Okay, my game window should be in focus now when we get into the game. So let's hope that's the case. We'll set equipment. We're gonna roll with just that. Let's get moving and grooving. Yay, game window's in focus. Success. I have like hair or something in my eye. It's not really comfortable. It's not really comfortable. I'm gonna have to adjust that. I'm so sorry. We're winning today. Ah. All right, again, another annoyance of IMAX is it just sits in a funny spot on your head. What I do like about the Knuckles is the strap that touches your skin. It's really comfortable. I mean, you have Steam VR open in virtual desktop. I do. Yeah, that's true. I do. And Steam VR is what's used to track the controllers. It'd be sweet if it worked. I'm gonna look into it. I didn't even consider it, to be honest. And I've just been like suffering through the Quest controllers, which the Quest 3 controllers aren't bad, but if I had a choice, it would really depend on what I was playing. If I was playing something that I wasn't going to use a gun stock for, I would almost certainly always choose the Knuckles. If it was something that I was going to use a gun stock for, I would almost certainly choose my Quest controllers. So that's kind of how I would split the two apart. Is if those things were there, that's what I would do. But that's personal preference, right? Like if you don't use a gun stock at all, then so be it. The Skull VR Tomahawk gun stock's the one I use, and it only works with Quest controllers. I wish so much that they would support the Knuckles. I would probably exclusively use Knuckles then, but they don't support them, which is unfortunate. I don't hate the Knuckles. I really don't. Okay. I don't know what we have on the jet. We have 88s. Let's try to take out some of these radars if we can. We got to get this artillery taken out, or else they are going to mess up the carriers, I'm sure. Yep. We got somebody triggered sector A. That's okay. Do you, boo. We got radar issues coming out over here. I am all over the place right now. Okay. Nothing new, right? If you've watched this stream at all, you'll know that I spend the entire time playing this game all over the place. He doesn't want any of that. Which way is he traveling? He's turning around, he's going cold. We'll send one his way just to keep him occupied while we come over here and try to take out this. We're gonna fire one there, and we'll fire one of these here, and then we'll switch back to our AIM-120s and come back to assisting in some of these air-to-air duties that we have here. And now we're gonna have to start evading missiles. So let's do that. And hopefully those hit. They're probably gonna miss, but they might hit. We're gonna come back over here. We're gonna duck behind this terrain and try to save ourselves. I do need to crank a little harder. That fighter maybe got hit. Maybe that's what took him off. He might have died. That might be what broke luck. He might have died. That happens with the Knuckles a lot, where like I usually have the game set up to where I can grip it and I don't have to hold it, but sometimes they just don't let go when you want them to let go. Again, that grip sensor in them is a little bit weird. It's not the best. They could do a better job with the grip sensor. Okay, what fighters do we have left? Because we do need to drop bombs on this artillery out here. Let's go ahead and try to start thinking about how to help with that part of the mission. See, I'm gonna spend so much time adjusting this headset. I just genuinely find it uncomfortable. Alright, AGM 126s. Artillery is what? Usually out here on this island? Let's see. Let's see. I know I have bombs too. Is the artillery out here? We gotta find the artillery. And we have GPS bombs, so locating that artillery would be huge. Who's shooting? Who is shooting? I don't know. Alright, usually there's some sort of artillery down here. It might not be here, it might be on a different island. We do need to keep an eye out for these missiles that are being shot. There we go, it's this. Alright, let's circle back around. We did not get in there quick enough. Let's circle back around and we will grab some bombs. We'll get some bombs set up and our GPS page. And hopefully we just don't get smacked as we do this. That would super suck. Afternoon, what up, War Chaser, dude? How you doing? I switched browsers for no reason. I might get a gun stock. Yeah, dude, gun stock's dope. They're good and bad though. Like, they the Pro Tube, which is the one that's really popular, it gets stuck on stuff. The Tomahawk that I have, it's a split stock, and so it's not as accurate as the Tomahawk, but it doesn't get stuck on stuff the same way. I can't find that target now. Now that we've taken the time to turn around, I cannot find that target. Who be shooting? And why? Are these guys out here? Here we go. Let's send... okay. We'll play defense. Let's defend from this missile now that we have some GPS targets set up. Please don't hit me. Damn it. Okay. I got too fixated on that damn target. All right, let's get back in there. What are we running? What? We had AGM 126s, anti-radiation missiles. Yeah, I guess we could use those. We can't use them for the artillery though, so it is what it is. Let's get back in the air. War Chaser, what's up, buddy? How's your week been? Happy to see you. Good to see you here. Happy to have you back. Can't wait to have you in game. That would be key. This headset is genuinely giving me a headache. But I'm going to give it all of its love and all of its paces. I've modded the front facial foam on it. I've got like a different facial foam. And so I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt with the facial foam to see if it solves some of the issues for me. So far, plot twist, it's not. It is a lot more comfortable, but it's not fixing the problems that I have. So I'm trying to give it one final run. As I said, I've had it since it came out. Like, this is a pre-order unit, and you know, I gotta figure out if I'm gonna keep it. It does look great. There's no better screen out there. There's no better screen at all. So it's a double-edged sword, man. It really is. There's good things, and there's bad things, and honestly, there's mostly bad things. Oh shit. Tracking. Give me my hand. Okay, all right. Drift. Tokyo drift on the carrier because I'm not paying attention. See, I just tried to let go right there, and the controller stayed holding on. So it has its moments where that happens. We'll slide in. It just did it again. Let's readjust where that's at. And let's go. Wavy's out in front of us, getting a good run on the enemy. Let's go ahead and get up here. Now, I bet you we don't still have our GPS targets. Nope, that wouldn't make sense. Let's flip all of this stuff off. All right, let's go kill some air-to-air. Take these guys out. And then we will try to get some bombing runs in. Trying to scratch my nose. This headset's huge if you have an itch. Just so you know. Sorry it was late. Didn't get the notification of the stream for some reason. Same time, same place, every week, every Friday. Friday night flights from 2 p.m. Pacific time till 5 p.m. Pacific time. We gonna stream VTOL VR. It's an open lobby. If you want to come and play, the lobby name is Friday Night Flights 0351. We're doing a little dynamic liberation because I failed to download a new multiplayer mission as I was trying to set other things up for the stream. So feel free to jump in, play, have a good time. You're more than welcome to come take a part in what we got going on. And I honestly encourage it. You should come take part. That's really the whole point of this. So don't be shy. Jump in and play. You don't have to be good at the game. I'm not good at the game. You don't have to be on comms if you don't want to be on comms. But if you are on comms, that's even better. And makes it probably more fun for you and everybody else involved if you are on comms. We're going to go ahead and start going a little bit defensive. Just because those fighters are there. We got a couple missiles off. So we're going to try to just do a little better at staying alive and focusing on flying a little bit. And hopefully... Who's shooting? Where? Is that coming at me? You motherfucker. As soon as I say that, the world's like, yeah, I'm sure you are. Let's try to pull this into the dirt. All right. Jesus. Okay, what do we have? I know there's plenty of anti-air related things, especially over at that base. Especially at that airstrip. I do not see any artillery though. They might be dead. Might be dead. There's a fighter that's still up though. Where is he? Over here? We're gonna go ahead and send some explosive telephone poles his way. Welcome to the club. We're looking for a potential missile. All of those went pit bull. They should hit. I'm not too worried about them hitting. Maybe they're not gonna hit. Is that coming at me? We're gonna pretend it is. They did hit. That's a splash on him. I think they hit before his missiles had a chance to go active. So we get to get out of that pretty unscathed. Pretty safe run. All right, let's circle back over here. We have these 126s. These are anti-radiation, so we can go ahead and fire some of these off. Hopefully protect ourselves a little bit from this stuff on the ground. It says missile launch. Oh, that's behind me. Is that a friendly missile? Or is there a fighter back there? Is this guy team killing? I hope not. If missiles are being launched at me, I'm gonna shoot at him. I'm not one to team kill. These are probably anti-radiation missiles. To be honest with you, he's probably just shooting harms and everything at the ground targets over here, which is fair, right? Like that's part of our tasking is to do that. So we don't have to kill this man. All right, where are enemies? If I was a baddie, where's my daddy? That's what I want to know. That's probably what all baddies want to know. Where's my daddy? Sorry, adult stream, 13 plus. Actually, you should probably be like 21 if you're in here. If I'm being honest with you, it's a shit show. Where did the missile get launched from? Where could these enemies be? I do not see the artillery anywhere.
Corrections, pickle times 4.
Pickle times 4. He's the motherfuckers over here making a hamburger. All right, there we go. I don't think these are set up in dumb mode. Probably not. Oh, they are, but we just dropped them where his were. Okay, let's try to do something about this problem that we have with these radars coming our way. We'll circle back around. We have anti-radiation missiles that we can shoot at these radar signatures that keep popping up. So we'll do that. We will do that. That's not a terribly difficult task. As long as we can get them back on our ARAD, we'll be okay. We're gonna fly this GBU in really quick. And we'll set that off. We dropped 2 of them. We have 88s, 126s. Where was that signature that was anti-air?
Fighters bearing 141, moving into intercept.
This guy is like hardcore on the brevity codes. He called out these fighters though. I should say I'll go with you, but let's face it.
9 peaks away.
He's gonna get it. All right, all right, all right. Give me a lock, please. 24 miles out. They're hot, so we're gonna send them some love, and hopefully it does the job. And we're gonna start breaking contact. Try to stay alive, goddammit. We need those missiles to go pitbull, though. Yep, we're gonna have to bail. Our missiles are probably gonna miss. That fighter was on us, though. All right, factories have been destroyed. Objective A is complete. That's huge. It's a big win early, right out of the gate. Those fighters are still actively hunting. They keep blocking me as we ditch behind this mountain here. We're gonna just loop back around. We'll pop up. And we'll try to get a shot off. We may have taken out some of those factories. We dropped a couple bombs. I would say that we did minimal work compared to our counterpart over there. Let's go ahead and pop up here. There's some sort of enemy down there.
Shoot.
We'll fire this. That's our last 120, so we have some heaters left. He's way outside of the range for a heat seeker. He's getting there. We'll send it, and we will lock him again in a second. I think he's gonna splash. I don't think he has much of a chance. There he goes. He's down. Wasn't our missile that got him, but somebody's missile got him, and that's honestly what's important. We have 126s. There was a little enemy over here on the ridge. I don't know what it was. We might be able to strafe it. I didn't see it launch a radar signature. So we'll just try to go in with guns, I think. Get a cheesy kill. I don't see a radar signature. This damn headset has shifted on my dome again. Telling ya. There he is. We're turning horribly to get this. I don't think any of these are gonna hit. Oh, every one of them hit. So be it. All right, let's fly high when we do an adjustment. Okay, we got people, maybe missiles. Are we landing? What's going on over here? Stealth squadron has been killed. I didn't even know that was an objective, folks. But it was.
Missile launch.
I'm not seeing anything on our radar. I do believe that we have taken this airfield completely and we can land here to rearm and refuel now, which is convenient because we're gonna need to do that. We're running out of weapons. But I'm curious to what is shooting these guys. I keep seeing missiles exploding, but I can't figure out from where. And I'd like to get in and help with whatever bullshit's taking place, and it looks like it's probably coming from this city. Yep, well, it looks like everybody had that idea. We'll fly right under that guy. These guys are just kind of liberating this city, so we will do the same. Yes, I know we're over-G'd. Yes, I know our pilot doesn't work out and suffers from G-forces. I'm not seeing any more enemy targets over here. As we circle around, I got no orange boxes. We're gonna fly over this way. I would assume though, ooh, my neck hurts. I would assume that these guys got them. We do have enemies popping up. We got 2 heaters. He's 5 miles away. We should be able to get a lock on him with a heat seeker. So we'll do that. And we'll launch that one. We're out of everything air to air. But we do have a cannon. If we can get up on this guy, we'll try to get a gun kill. He's smoking though. He's already hit. He's already hit. He's probably gonna be going down. We might not even need to help Yeah, he's super dead.
Over T. Over T.
He's super dead. Okay.
Over T.
Let's go ahead and land this thing because we need ammo, we need weapons, and honestly,
Good splash.
we need fuel. So let's go grab some fuel. We'll check chat. Everybody's gone. Everybody's asleep. Just so you know, the channel is growing. I appreciate it. I love it. I love seeing it. We do have some bullets left. Let's try to get this guy.
Pull up. Pull up.
Nope, not gonna get him.
Over T.
We're at 275, or we were at 275 out of 300 when we started the stream. We're really trying to get that hurt. We're really trying to get the channel up to 300. Once we get up to 300, I'm going to add a streaming day. So if that's something you're interested in, we'll probably be streaming Ghost of Tabor. That seems to be the request. And we're gonna die. Yeah, we can't even steer the jet at this point. We're pretty hurt. I know I want to land though. We're going too fast for our gear, is what that's all about. We're dead. That's okay, we'll respawn. Yeah, so we're at 275, 276 current. I don't know why the notifications aren't popping up in chat. There's supposed to be a bot that says, yo, like somebody subscribed. But if they didn't subscribe on the stream, they subscribed from like a different video, it probably won't show up, right? So there is supposed to be a helpful little bot that does that. So 276 out of 300. Excellent. I'll take another one. 276 out of 300. Once we get 300, we'll add a streaming day. I don't know when. I don't know exactly when yet. But once we get there, we will. And as I said, man, one, I appreciate it. I can't believe 276 people find this even remotely entertaining. I am not the world's greatest gamer by any means. I'm slow. I'm old. I can't get it done. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool that this many people have an interest in what I can only assume is what I have to say and what I have to talk about and my opinions on VR. And I find that fascinating. I really do. But 300 is the goal. And as I said, we haven't posted many videos this week because I've been working on something saucy. So if you like VTOL VR content, there is some saucy VTOL VR content coming out. It's so sweet. I've put so many hours into it, and I've learned a ton of different like things about editing as a whole. Because if you remember, part of this is me just trying to dive into a potential career change with like media creation and doing like production, not necessarily YouTube as a whole. So this is just a learning bed for video editing and graphic design and things like that. It's saucy, man. I've learned a ton doing it, and I have a lot more hours to go on it, and it's really awesome. I see you, Colton. If you send an invite in the Discord, just join the official one there as well. And what I typically do is if I'm gonna play, I'll post in the general chat like, hey, I'm gonna play Tabor. If you want to play, you're welcome to play with me. Or I'm gonna play VTOL. If you want to play, you're welcome to play with me. I usually like call out like when I'm gonna play. It works a whole lot easier than a DM does. So. That being said, I will say that it is adult content, right? So if you're super duper young, gonna have to just keep you as a spectator, my guy. And it's not any shade on you, but I don't need YouTube like hurting my channel because of like viewer interactions, right? And that's a thing that I have to worry about. So it's not a dig on you, my guy. It's a dig on really everybody's just safety and sanity on the internet. The internet's a disgusting place, unfortunately. As someone with kids, I hate the fact that they're on the internet. But there ain't nothing I can do about it because it's here to stay. 276 is cool, man. We slowed down. We had a really big pop, and it slowed down because I haven't been posting nearly as much. I've been working on that video. I'm telling you, it's a good one. I'm gonna talk it up so much, and then you guys are gonna watch it and be like, dude, this sucks. But it's cool for me. It's cool for me to like dig through the creative process and learn the new techniques and tools that I got going on. Let's figure out where everybody is. It seems like everybody is over here on this objective. I don't know how we haven't killed everything in this city yet. We gotta liberate this city first, and then we can go to the other ones. I'm not seeing anything over here. These guys they are eagle eye vision or something. I cannot see the enemies that they are after, that they are shooting. They gotta be using a TGP or something down there, because I don't see anything. I see explosions. That's what I see from these guys, and burning wreckage. I'm not seeing a single remaining target. So whatever they're seeing is impressive. Impressive.
Over G. Over G.
All right.
Over G.
I feel so restricted with all of these cords. Like the fact that I have to plug in an external charger as well as like the standard Pimax umbilical cord just to hope that I can have more than 2 hours of battery. Like, this is an experiment. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I'm just hoping that I end up with more than 2 hours of battery.
Over G.
And
Over G. Over G.
hopefully it works. All right, these guys are flying low and down over here. Maybe they know something I don't know. Or he's just gonna go in for like a weird, he's in a helicopter, so that explains flying so low. Let's try to check some objectives, because it says we got this little spot over here. Let's go see if we can't spread some freedom to this city.
1, 2, 4 pics away.
Let's see if we can't spread some freedom to this city over here. That's what it looks like is the case. I don't know what might be over there though. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll pull that up. We'll pull up the TGP. I don't know how good it's gonna serve us. AGM 26s, there we go.
Shoot.
Fire that. Fire that. We'll switch to some 88s. And we'll fire that guy. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And we're not gonna be able to get a shot off here.
Missile launch.
Yeah.
Chat. Flare.
Alright, we might be able, nope, that guy ducked behind everything. I thought we had bombs. We don't have any bombs? I'm flying right under whoever's shooting. Not good. Damn. I thought we had some bombs. It must have changed the loadout. It does that, right? I got it set on like recommended loadout, so. Alright, let's circle back around and see if we can't shoot some things. I know there was plenty back there. We should be able to get some strafing runs in. I wonder if we can shoot ground targets with heat seekers. It's not really realistic, but you never know. We might get lucky. Now that we made our first pass,
Missile launch.
nope, I can't lock onto it. Which makes sense. Oh, that flew right at me and I was so busy doing other shit that it just happened. It just happened. Alright, let's grab our gun.
Over G.
I don't think we're gonna get to that moving target before our buddy over here does.
Over G.
Probably alt. It's pretty good. It's a ground pounding machine. Nope, we're not gonna get the jet oriented properly. Dead. Boom. Ah! Oh my god, my face. It hurts so bad. Something can't be connected to the back of the chair. Maybe, but then I'm like stuck to the chair. You can like feed stuff through the chair. I shouldn't need a battery pack. So like that's the other thing is I shouldn't need a battery pack. This headset's supposed to be able to like charge based off of like being plugged into a powered USB hub, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It's a bad marketing bullshit thing that they tell you. It doesn't work. It used to work. It doesn't work anymore. And you might think, oh, the batteries are old, but they're only like 1.5 years old, so that shouldn't be the problem. And I have multiple batteries, and I've tried both of them, right? So there's a lot of things about this that just end up being fishy, and makes me not like this headset. The cables are less of a problem than you'd think they are. Just the comfort behind it's the bigger problem. But it looks so good. Like, oh my god, it's so crystal. Haha, pun intended. It's called the Pimax Crystal. That's its name. Pun intended. It's so crystal clear. It's worth it in a lot of ways for a lot of things, but for long content or long play sessions, it's less and less worth it. Is that the one? Yeah, this is one that I use mostly with driving and flying games. Except for DCS, I prefer the Quest 3 for DCS because it's just lighter and it's a little bit less resolution, and DCS runs better when it doesn't have to render that resolution as much, whereas this one has gigantic resolution, so even with a 4090, DCS tends to not work that well. With VR, frame rate matters. Frame rate matters so much. You don't really care about 120 hertz, which some people do. But like, I don't really care about getting 120 frames a second. What's more important is, can you maintain the frame rate? So if you can maintain 60 frames a second under all conditions and it never dips, it's much more comfortable than something that goes 120 to 90 to 80 to 110. Like, that's a lot less comfortable. So with DCS, I much prefer the Quest because it's easier on my computer to render what it needs to render, and DCS plays nicer, and the result becomes that I can maintain a constant like 60 to 70, or I think it's like 75 frames a second in DCS, and it's good enough, and it's lighter. But racing, I prefer this one because I don't have to move my head around as much in racing. Like, I'm not looking behind me, and it looks so good. It's got a wider field of view, which is helpful with racing. Wow, we're flying through this like crazy. Approach sector B or C. I don't know what everybody is doing. I don't know what they're doing. Bravo 1-3 is this way. Bravo 1-4 is going the other way. I'm not sure what the game plan is, people. I'm gonna go with 1-3. He doesn't have any friends over here. He's all alone. So we're gonna follow 1-3. You can see him over here. He's roughly 16 miles away from us. He's freaking out because I got him on a buddy spike, I'm sure. They're like, why are you locking me, bro? A lot less vertigo. I don't really feel it in VR. My VR legs are really good. You don't get that feeling. Honestly, in games where I'm sitting down, I haven't dealt with vertigo. Games where I'm standing up, it's a little more prevalent. So it all just depends on the comfort level of the game you're playing and your VR legs. Not everybody has the same VR legs. It's an interesting thing. Some people, it takes a long time for them to get used to it. It didn't take me long at all. I didn't suffer from like VR sickness to begin with, but I know people that have, like in real life, but I didn't suffer VR sickness to begin with. The things that will get me is if I spin really fast, but not in this game. Like, I can do this all day long, but I have to turn my head. If I keep my head like this and do it, that feels fucking weird. There's that one staircase in Lighthouse on Tabor that'll get me because it's too much of a spinning in a circle. And then like if I'm racing and I hit, like I spin out in the car, I close my eyes because that will make me not feel very good.
Shoot.
But for the most part, I don't deal with issues in VR. If I'm sitting especially. Sitting down, this is really easy to deal with.
Chap,
I don't
player.
know who's locking me. This guy over here. We should be able to hit that search radar. I did fire that anti-radiation missile over at it. Oh, there's more stuff though. Let's try to lock this.
Over G. Shoot. Shoot.
Look at this. You can. Oh my God! I got it off just as it. You can shoot missiles down with your RST. It's kind of cool. Well, with the FPS shift, yeah, it's really an interesting feeling. It's even. I'd say it's less vertigo and it's more like. Imagine running, right? Like you're running, so you're moving fast in a straight line, and then all of a sudden you keep moving, but the world stops. If that makes sense. So it's almost like the world slides by you.
Splash Bandit.
And that's what it feels like with an FPS dip to me. Is it feels like the world slides by me, and then my brain is like, wait a minute, like we're supposed to be moving, you know, the world is moving, we should be moving, and when that doesn't happen, it's really uncomfortable. I don't know, I don't get sick from it, but it's just, I don't know, you can tell there's something not right in the matrix. It doesn't work. It's a weird feeling. If you're new to the stream and you're trying to jump in and play, the lobby's Friday Night Flight 0351. It's an open lobby. You don't have to be good at this game. You can suck more than I suck, which is probably impossible. And you can join, play, talk in game, have fun. It's all about just hanging out and enjoying things a little bit. I think we're almost done with this mission, in which case we'll fire up another one if we need to. But you're free to join, so join. That's what it's here for. Come on in, the water's fine. Alright, let's get moving and grooving back over there. I pressed the weapon change button instead of the weapon release button, and that cost me. I'm getting very, like, twisted between games. I was playing Tabor a little bit last night, and kept pressing the button to release a magazine and into the radius, and I'd put my weapon on safe. So I knew it was gonna get me, and now in VTOL I'm completely confused about what the buttons do because I've been playing too many different games at this point. It's kind of backfiring on me. With what you just described, it's more like running on a treadmill and then getting off. Yeah, that's so accurate, but like when you run on a treadmill and then you get off, I feel like the world like slides, like it glides underneath you, right? Like you're walking, but you're walking faster than you really are, but it feels smooth. In VR, all of a sudden, it's like, imagine your feet feeling that, but the rest of the world stopping around you. It's like a really jarring stop when the frame rate changes. So frame rate is more important, like frame rate consistency is more important than frame rate value. Even if you, like a lot of simmers, like flight sim guys that play DCS, they shoot for like 50 frames a second a lot of times, which is mind-blowingly low by gaming standards, but it is something that they can keep smoothly. I know guys that play at 30 frames a second in DCS, and it's what they can keep smoothly, and it seems to help them. So it's all about consistency. But that's where the Quest 3 shines too, right? Is like, this has much bigger resolution than the Quest 3 does. Quest 3 has a little bit lower resolution, so it's just less pixels. Becomes less demanding on your system. This headset needs a 4090. And I say that, I ran it for a little bit on a 3070, and it worked, but it wasn't fun. It didn't work as well as I think it could have or should have. And then I ran it on a 3080 Ti, and that worked significantly better. But it wasn't as good as the 4090, and even the 4090 struggles. So don't let it fool you. 4090 is not the answer to all VR problems, especially with Pimax.
Shoots.
I think a lot of that has to do with Pimax, their intermediary layer that they have, their proprietary software that you have to run. It's really annoying and not very good. I think it's extra demanding when it doesn't need to be. So everything Pimax is like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. It's like they did a really great thing in a not so great way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lock this thing up over here, and we'll fire some AGMs at it. I don't think that's gonna hit. I just lost my shoot cue. There, we'll fire that one. We're out of those. Those are anti-radiation air-to-ground missiles. They lock onto radar signatures and try to blow them up. So essentially, things like SAMs, surface-to-air missiles and stuff, they need to track you with the radar, and those do a decent job at that. But these might get shot down. It looks like they're being shot down, to be honest. I guess kind of makes sense. We shot them from quite a ways out. Let's power up the TGP. See if we can't find targets down here. That guy's moving. I think... Yeah, we don't even have GPS bombs. All we have is a cannon. So we can't even... we need some optically guided fire and forget, or optically guided like laser missiles, laser bombs, so that we can track them onto some of these moving targets. That would be a lot easier for us. But we have the wrong loadout for that, because that is the way it works in VTOL for me.
Shoot.
I have nothing but anti-air missiles and guns left. So we're gonna try to find targets for strafing runs. And we will try to shoot at them. Dead. Oh, got cocky. I shouldn't have made that turn. I shouldn't. Yo, what up, Gray? Look at that high-speed headset. Dude, this headset sucks. What headset is that? This is the Pimax Crystal, my guy. It is, it's getting evaluated to see if it's gonna stay in the arsenal or not. I've had it, as I said earlier, this is a pre-order model, so I was super excited about this because I used the Pimax 8K in the past. I was super excited about this, so I've had this headset for just about like a year and a half, somewhere in between that time frame. And I've used it a lot, but then I very recently got a Quest 3, which sounds like a step backwards, but it's been so good, and it's almost crystal good, that I might get rid of the crystal. Right? It might be good enough for me to ditch the crystal. I really like the wireless aspect of it, and this headset's so damn uncomfortable that I don't like wearing it. But I am interested in Big Screen Beyond, but I worry about the field of view. So it's gonna come down to, do I get rid of the crystal in favor of the Big Screen Beyond, or do I keep the crystal and not get a Beyond, at least anytime soon? The problem with the Beyond is it's all custom, right? So like the resell on it isn't very good, because it's, you know, custom fit to your face. So the resell's not the best, so it's kind of a risk. Whereas like the Pimax Crystal is a really small risk because it's very generic, which is also its downfall. But like the back of my head right now is killing me. Like I have aftermarket face gaskets on, which are much more comfortable than the ones that it ships with. And I used to run like an aftermarket strap on the top, but I found that to not be as comfortable as other people find it. So yeah, Pimax Crystal, very slick. They're really trying to corner the market. Yeah, they're doing it. They're releasing new headsets right now. So this is the original Crystal. It's the one that's got the big chunky ass battery in it. It has eye tracking, which I will admit, the eye tracking makes every game amazing. It makes it smooth, right? Because what the eye tracking does is, as my eyes move around the screen, it shifts the sweet spot, and I get the clearest image wherever I look. And then I don't notice anything else because it's only where I'm looking that's rendered perfectly, but it's always where I'm looking that's rendered perfectly. The Crystal, or the Quest 3 doesn't do that, but the Quest 3's lenses are so good, the sweet spot is pretty much edge to edge, so you don't need this like moving target thing. So like the sweet spot in the 8K was pretty big, but you could see distortion on the edges if you weren't in the sweet spot perfectly. So like one of the things you typically have to do in VR is if I want to look left, I don't look left with my eyes. I purposely turn my head left to try to keep the center of the view, because that's where the sweet spot is. You don't have to do that with the Crystal. I can move my eyes to the left and it re-renders the image over here better. It has eye tracking. But the new Pimax Crystal headsets don't have that. They're releasing a light version. They're half the price of this thing. They ditched the battery, which the battery's used for powering the chip that does the eye tracking. So they got rid of the battery. They got rid of the wireless capabilities, which is good because they suck and they don't work anyway. Nobody runs the Crystal wirelessly as it is. And they reduced the weights by like 250 grams. This is like, I think it's like 600 grams or something. It's absurdly heavy. They reduced the weight and they removed some of like the really higher end features that they haven't really implemented into the Crystal anyway. And they cut the price in half. So the Pimax Crystal lights are pretty solid. And yeah, like the eye tracking, Greg, for sure is much more organic. Eye tracking's great. It's great for things like this where there's a lot of text, because I can just kind of glance and like the text is clear. It's even better in more involved things like sims. But Pimax is targeting specifically sim racers and sim flyers with this light model, because everybody that's had this model has complained about how uncomfortable it is, or how it's heavy, or we don't use half of the features that this thing is supposed to be able to do. So like, give us a streamlined version that's just PC VR. Like, go back to doing what you do with the 8K and stuff. And the downfall is, so Pimax has a really cool program. They have a trade-in program, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want to get rid of the current Crystal as well, is Pimax has a trade-in program. So every time they release a new headset, you can send them your old one and they will give you a really steep discount on whichever one you're replacing it with. We're firing a bunch of missiles at this guy. It looks like he's shaking them, so we'll keep shooting until we hit him. We should see a splash soon. There we go, splashed that. So they have a trade-in program, which is awesome, because you can get their latest, greatest headset, and the money you spent on your current headset doesn't go to waste. And I really like that. The Crystal is the first iteration of their Pimax 12K. So they're releasing a 12K headset just like the 8K, but it's not out yet and it's in the works, right? So they're still developing it. But the Crystal was meant to be used as a prototype for the 12K. The original Crystal is available for the trade-in program. So I can trade this in and get like $800 back or whatever, right? Which is a big deal. The new Crystal lights, though, the light versions are not eligible for the trade-in program. So you can't trade in to a 12K with the new Crystals. So I'm torn because nobody has better field of view. The Quest 3 is really close to this. The Crystal sucks with field of view. The old the old Pimax headsets, like the 8K, they had gigantic field of views. That's why I bought them. That's why I liked them. They had amazing field of views. The 12K is supposed to bring back that gigantic field of view. So it's like, do I really want to stay in the Pimax ecosystem for that field of view? But the Pimax software that you have to run is so buggy and it's so bad. It was causing a lot of my problems earlier in the stream that I would rather not run it, right? And like the big screen beyond has less field of view than the Pimax Crystal, but it weighs about as much as a Quest controller does, and it's really tiny, so it's probably incredibly comfortable. and there's no middleware that you have to run. There's no like proprietary software. See, I gotta adjust this. Ugh. There's no like proprietary software that you have to run in order to get it to work. And I like that. I like that a lot. But it doesn't, apparently, I've not tried it, but apparently it doesn't look as good as the Crystal does. Arguably, there's no better looking headset out there. Dang, but still having a good trade-in program is awesome. I know, that's why I went with Crystal or with Pimax products for so long. Is like, dude, like nobody else has a trade-in program, right? Like, that's massive to be able to just like get something back. So honestly, I could probably get like a free 12K because I do have a Pimax 8K that's eligible for trade-in, and then I have a Pimax Crystal that's eligible for trade-in. So I don't know. It's all a double-edged sword, to be honest. There's trade-offs everywhere in VR, and the trade-in program just kind of sweetens the deal. But you got to run your Pimax's guinea pig, really. And again, their software sucks. It's like really, really bad. Yeah, the Rift is old. That's the thing. The Rift is basically the first version of the Quest 3. So the Rift is really, really old. It's probably not a headset you would want to buy today. I think they're not supporting it anymore. I know that's true with the Reverb 2, is they just killed support for the Reverb 2 on like Windows Mixed Reality and stuff. A friend of mine has one, and he's like, I can't use my VR headset anymore because Windows doesn't support the Reverb 2 anymore. And he's hoping there's some like Linux drivers that come out and allow him to use his headset again, because he can't use it at all right now. And like, to me, that's crazy. It's also why I don't like proprietary software on these things. I don't think we need that. I think we need a cleaner solution, like big screen offers or like index offers, because arguably they do a good job at that too. So I'm not like a gigantic Pimax fanboy, but I really appreciated their field of view. Come on. I really appreciated their field of view. That's why I rolled with their headsets for so long. But the trade-in program, it's tempting. It's tempting. Then I gotta stay with the Crystal. It just completely shifted on my face. And honestly, it doesn't fit my head well. Right? So again, VR is a lot of subjective stuff. It just doesn't fit my face very well. I think maybe my face is too narrow. Like I have a little bit narrower of a face. Not like a rat though, you know? But a little bit narrower of a face. And this is a really wide headset. Like I can take my fingers and like almost stuff it in there. Like if I wore glasses, I wouldn't feel the headset touch the arms on the glasses with my face specifically. But that being said, it puts a lot of pressure on my cheekbones, where the Quest puts more pressure on my forehead, and the Beyond, from what I hear, puts more pressure on your forehead as well. And I like that. I like that a lot. So I don't know, trade-offs all around, man. I've been looking at the Pico 4. I've heard good things about the Pico 4. But if I remember right, and I probably don't, it's been a really long time. Damn it. It's been a really long time since I looked into headsets outside of the Beyond. If I remember right, getting a Pico 4 in the US is really hard. Like they didn't ship them to the US or something, so you had to like go through some other channels. But yeah, like so Pico 4 is plug and play, right? You plug it in, it just works. Same with the Index. You plug it in, it just works. Pimax, not so much. There's middleware. Quest 2 is great for the money. I agree, hands down. Quest 2 is a really affordable entry-level headset. It was my first VR headset. I used it religiously until I got my Pimax 8K, which was like a year. And I have nothing bad to say about it. Yep, Pimax software is just shit. Oh, they're going to stop supporting the Quest 2? What? What? Moza gear? What's wrong with Moza gear? I have a Moza wheel. I love my Moza wheel. I have what is it? It's not the giant like R20. I think it's an R9. Moza R9, and I love in the original GS wheel that their first wheel that they were manufacturing, that was like a GT wheel, not the round one. And I went with that over Fanatec just because of like the connector on the Fanatec, like they say it wiggles and you had to like mod it, and I didn't want to mod it. So I went with Moza, and I am so happy with my Moza. I've never, ever had an issue with that wheel. I think it's that wheelbase or the wheel. I am beyond happy with my Moza gear. That being said, I do not have Moza pedals, and I don't know if Moza pedals are any good. When I bought my wheelbase, Moza was not making the pedals yet. So I bought the wheel when it was like new, and like Moza had just started manufacturing them, and so I don't have their pedals. I have Fanatec Club Sport V3 pedals, I want to say, and those pedals are fucking great. I love those pedals. I love my racing setup, genuinely. But I don't see a need for anything over an R9, to be honest. Like 20 Newton meters of force is ridiculous. Oh, ease of US purchase. I see. Oh, so they're gonna make it better for us. Yeah, Moza makes incredible stuff for the money. Honestly, Fanatec was having Fanatec Fanatic, however you say it, I don't really care. They were having like some quality control issues when I was in the market for a wheel, and Moza didn't. But the only reason Moza didn't is because they didn't have history, like they were new to market. But even so, that wheel gets constant updates. The software is wonderful. It's easy to tune. It's great to use. Highly recommend Moza products. Yeah, Fanatec was struggling, dude. They had all sorts of stuff. That was shipping issues. That's a good point too. There was like a shortage of stuff. I was only able to get like a very specific DD2, and I didn't want that because at the time, like, I was piecemealing all my gear together, and there was no way I was going to be able to get a wheelbase at whatever it was, like close to $2,000 or whatever, plus the wheel, plus pedals, plus a rig. The problem with a 20 Newton meter wheel is you need a really solid sim rig, or else it'll twist whatever you put the wheel on, right? And so I wanted to go something that was like more around the 8 to 9 to 12 range, and I felt like the 8 wasn't enough, and there wasn't a 12, but they had the 9, and let's have we done B? Yeah, let's go to that. And so the 9 was right in the sweet spot of what I was hoping to get, and I love it. Oh shoot, they fired their CEO for real? I didn't know that. Hopefully they do improve. They're a little overpriced for what you get, in my opinion. If you're gonna spend that much money, you might as well go up to like a Simucube or one of those other like really like niche manufacturers. Like the moment you start going above like $1,500 for a wheelbase, you don't want to go with like a big box manufacturer. You want to go with that person, that company that's like real specific. You're almost getting into like professional driver gear when you're thinking about throwing that much money at a sim rig. And so before my Moza, before my R9, I had like the Logitech, what is it, like the G920 or 290 or whatever it is, like that popular Logitech wheel. So I knew whatever I was upgrading to was gonna be absolutely incredible compared to that. Like, that wheel was a beautiful starter wheel. I won't hate on it, but it is no direct drive high-end wheel at all. So Moza's legit though, like legit. I've had no problems with them, none whatsoever. there was like slightly slow shipping, and they took a return for me, no problem. What I ended up doing, I don't suggest this, but I'll tell you. I don't suggest doing this. What I did is
Over T.
when I ordered my wheel, Moza was only shipping from, I think, China? Wherever they ship from. They were only shipping from that side of the world, and I'm in the US. There was not a US store open yet, right? So I ordered the wheelbase, and it was gonna take like 6 or 8 weeks. It wasn't fast. And then I found on Amazon a US store selling the same wheelbase that could get it to me in 2 days, right? So I bought that one too. And my plan was to just return one of them and when the other one came back in. And I ended up returning the one to Moza rather than Amazon, just to see like what their process was going to be in case anything ever went wrong with this. And it was flawless, just completely seamless. They did a wonderful job. I got nothing but amazing things to say about dealing with Moza and their product. I think they did a wonderful job.
Missile launch.
So 10 out of 10.
Missile launch.
Totally not VR related, but definitely sim related. If you're looking to get into sim racing, Moza,
Shoot.
give Moza Racing a shot. Legit. They're great products. Highly suggest them. I've probably put
Pitbull.
a good 2,000 hours cranking onto that wheelbase, and I was like racing in a league for a while and stuff, and I've not had a single problem. So it's worthwhile. I'd say do it. If you're gonna do it, do it. They're great. Let's get these shots off. We're sending 2 explosive telephone poles every time we're pulling the trigger on these guys. Oh, those are wasted though. That guy's splashed. Let's see if we can get some of these guys over here. We got 2 left. We'll send them. And now we're gonna need to kind of shift into this.
Over T.
Try not to crash into a building again. You know, that seems to be the theme.
Pull up.
Nope.
Pull up.
No.
Pull up. Pull
Now
up
we
launch.
pull up.
Pull up.
Now we pull up.
Over T.
I don't know where that missile is. We are trying to liberate this airbase for whatever it's worth. All I have is heat seekers. I'm probably gonna need to make a play over here. I don't know how far out this guy is. I can't get him locked with the heaters yet. He's 11 miles.
3 times 2.
Oh, I heard a tone. All right, we got to get closer. These missiles don't have it in them. And we only got 3 of them, so. It looks like he just got hit. Okay. We're less pressed.
Over T.
Let's see, we got AGMs. Oh, we got GBUs. Excellent. We have bombs for once when we might need bombs. We didn't power that up at all.
Got splashes.
Let's see what we have here. We'll send that to GPS data. Good. Equipment, GBU 39s.
Shoot.
Put them in auto mode.
Roger.
Let's try to steer this thing back on track. And we will drop
Shoot. Shoot.
289s there. And let's see what else we can get. We'll send that over. And we will send... Oh, those are gonna miss. What?
Equal times 4.
I heard no warning. Was it bullets? Oh, anti-air guns. I heard no warning, no lock. Okay, fine, so be it. So be it. I need to do a super quick check on the batteries. Go figure. Yeah, so this is working out. Now hopefully my game window stays in focus. This is working out. Charging this with a battery pack is working out. Yeah, it was AA, some AA guns nonetheless. I didn't get any type of radar lock warning.
Go for guns.
That's why I didn't think about it. So having to plug in an external battery pack into the crystal has seemed to be working. I'm down 25% on my battery in about an hour and 40 minutes because it was turned on a little bit before I started the stream. And so that has helped, but it kind of sucks. Like, you shouldn't have to do that on a headset that's damn near $2,000, right? This shit should just work. It's totally a problem when a company makes a product so expensive they price out most of the market, and then they make it so half-assed.
I forgot how cool the stop fighters look.
I know a lot of people think that about the Beyond too, though. Like, why is the Beyond so expensive? It doesn't even have sound. Like, I think that's perfect. I like the fact that the Beyond has nothing but a screen, and it's a really tiny form factor. The other thing I like is I could use like my good gaming headset with that. I couldn't even begin to put a gaming headset over this. This thing's so bulky. But with the Beyond, I totally could. And that would be nice. I don't mind using my own headset solution. Okay, they captured the airbase. We do have all these cities though that need freedom. So we're gonna go try to help. All right, sorry for the sniffling. The headset's pushing down on my face. If you've joined the chat recently and you want to play, the lobby's name is Friday Night Flight 0351. We host this shit every Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Pacific Daylight Time. I don't know, something -7, -8, somewhere around there. Whatever time it is in California right now is where we're at. 2 to 5 p.m. we host an open lobby. It's free to join. You don't have to be a good player. You don't have to be a member of the channel. So maybe you're watching the video on demand of this and you don't feel like subscribing. You're not a member of the Discord, but you still want to play. You can do that. Come on in, play, have fun, enjoy yourself. That's the whole purpose. If you're watching right now and you're like, man, I wish I could get in there and play with him, do it. Friday Night Flight 0351 is the lobby name. If there's an open spot, it's yours. Come on in, kids. The water's fine. We are pushing towards our goal. I don't know how many subs we're sitting at. You guys see the screen better than I do. I could probably, yeah, I can't really see it all that well. You guys see the screen better than I do. The goal is 300 though. So if you're here in the live stream and you're new to the channel, consider sticking around, okay? I make some content sometimes. And if you're watching this after the fact, maybe you're like, playing Helldivers 2, you have this shit in the background because my voice is incredible and you want to go to sleep or whatever it might be, you know, stick around. Hit the sub button. We do this every week. We are also streaming Into the Radius on Mondays, same time, 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Actually, those are usually a little shorter. We'll probably start closer to 3. It'll probably be either 2 to 4 or 3 to 5. We'll figure it out as time goes on. But we're playing Into the Radius. If you missed that, if you did not join the Into the Radius live stream, I hate to break it to you, you missed some good stuff. I was not doing okay playing that game. The game scared the living shit out of me. There were multiple times where I wanted to just rip the headset off and call it quits, and I couldn't. We didn't get very far. That second mission is kicking our ass. And part of that is because I'm terrified, absolutely terrified. So if you want to get a good laugh, go watch that shit. That was absolutely incredible of a live stream session. So it's worth the watch. I've never played Into the Radius ever, so it's like my first playthrough live and in the flesh. So it's worth it. And then we're gonna add a Tabor Day. I know everybody wants a Tabor Day. It's been asked a few times. When am I gonna stream Tabor? And soon. Very soon. We're gonna add a day once we hit 300 subscribers. That's our goal. 300 subs gets a third live streaming day. And if we have to, we will add a live streaming day every 100 subs, right? Until we get to 700, and then we'll just add time to the live streams, I think, after 1,000. But these are all gigantic aspirations that we have no business assuming we're even gonna make, right? Like, I can't even imagine that many people tuning in. So we won't, right? Like, I just don't think it's that interesting. I'm doing this for me, and it's not really this giant goal to become YouTube famous or anything. So if we hit 1,000, that'll be sweet, and if we don't, that'll be sweet too. Really will. I'm not bothered either way. All right, those targets, I don't know where they were. I think this was the anti-air gun that hit me, but it's dead. I don't know where anything else could be. We're gonna have to fly a little lower here to find out. We might just be on a strafing run all around. We'll drag that over there. I think we've liberated this. That's just a sign. That's blown up. All of these are blown up, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. Here's targets. I'm not the best at strafing runs, as we've learned today. We'll do what we can to not crash this one, though. Alright, success. No, there's no warning, Betty. There's no warning. Bitchin' Betty, always bitchin'. It's what she does best. I say that, and then Bitchin' Betty saves my life. I'm like, oh shit. Something hit me, I think. Or I just ripped the wings off the plane on my own accord. Let's see. Nope, we're getting shot at. That's what it is. You just can't hear the anti-air fire coming your way. I can see the bullets. That's the only way I know. We're trying to take out these launchers. I can see the bullets. That's the only way I knew. And I heard him hit me. I guess that's a way I knew too. Oh no, I overcorrected. Alright, we popped those helos that were sitting on top of the building there. There's mobile anti-air guns out and about. So we're gonna go turn around, gain some altitude, and we'll swoop back in. Oh me, oh my. Couple enemies to go. Man, I really look forward to these Fridays. I genuinely do. After a long work week, just playing this game for a few hours is honestly so satisfying. It's just a nice way to end the week, in my opinion. I love it. Especially the busier my week gets, the more I like to do this. I find it really soothing to just fly around in these airplanes, even if like I'm not like super good or whatever. Like the flying part is just so comfortable. And I genuinely enjoy doing it. It's like the best way to relax before the weekend starts. Really, really is. Where? Like, who's shooting missiles? It's gotta be a friendly.
Going for guns. Oh, you splashed him.
It's gotta be a friendly. Somebody said they're going in with guns. Good for them. I think that's pretty much all we got going on right here is just guns, guns, guns. Did we not hit that at all? What the hell? Come on now. Fighters, huh? We can help with that. We can help with fighters. We're running low on fuel, so I gotta worry. I gotta start thinking about beginning burner. That's a buddy spike? No, it went away? Okay. Might have been. They definitely stopped. Alright. He maybe got splashed just a minute ago. Let's see. Let's try to switch to our heaters. There's a lot going on here. We'll send two his way. I didn't see that until the last second.
Flash bandit.
No secondaries? Secondary weapons? Yeah, I have a lot of like anti-radiation weapons, so we need to change that. Like I have I wish I could change where I'm spawning. Maybe I can, and I just don't know how. Like SAM site stuff. We need some fire and forget. There we go. Some 65s, I think, would be helpful. AGM 65s. We can't.
You're
grab
doing
those.
great.
Bah! What up? What up, buddy? How you doing? How you
So,
been? This guy is an all-star at this game. We flew together one night. He's incredible. Incredible. I don't want to fucking take GBUs, man. We'll do it though, I guess. We'll do it though. We'll take this loadout. Screw it. No secondaries, explosions on the last gun run. I know. I think I missed everything. I think I shot in front of him and then I shot behind him. It was horrible. Horrible, kids. Don't shoot like me. Don't shoot like me. Baby, come back. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I'm telling you. Stall warning.
Guns.
Your mama's a stall warning. I don't even know if that's a thing. It should be. Yo mama's a stall warning. Who, my mama? No, yo mama. How am I stalling? On the carrier deck, ladies and gentlemen. Makes no sense. Launch me in the air. The launch sequence takes forever. Flip all these switches. Yay, mom, look at me. All right, there is good stuff over here on the map. I think it's where we were at just a minute ago, so we'll fly back there. We do got to keep our eye on our fuel. We were running low. Honestly, we'll probably just get shot out of the fucking air. Let's see how we're doing. I have no idea how we're doing. I haven't looked at the leaderboard at all. 25 kills, 9 deaths. Okay, look, I thought it was way worse than that. That's not bad for talking and playing, right? Like, that's not terrible. I thought we were way worse than that. Cool. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. My self-worth is validated by my VTOL VR scores, if you didn't know. So if I don't play well, I go contemplate if I should eat glass or nails for dinner. Because my worth is diminished. This isn't true. If you tie your worth to a video game, you're kind of an idiot. Don't do it. Don't do it, peeps. All right, we're gonna run this life, and then we might take a super quick break. Your boy is sweating, and he needs some water, and my forehead could use like a minute. Just a minute without this big-ass behemoth of a headset on it. All right, objective B is taken care of. Let's see. Find an objective, kids. Sector C it is. That's what we have left. All right. Oh, no. No, no, no. I like the radar here. All right. I got a really interesting set of videos coming out that talk about missile evasion and just defensive flying a little bit. Contrary to popular belief, what you see here, I do this much better when I'm not talking and streaming. I'm able to fly the jet a lot better and live a lot longer. So, really cool series about to come out about just survivability. But that's not the super awesome video. I don't even know what that guy's saying, bro. Just inbound. 8 miles. No clue. That's not the super sweet video I've been working on, though. I'm telling you, I started a new campaign in this game, and the campaign, is not the most interesting campaign so far. but the video is.
Need to log off. Charge controls. And that's fine with you guys.
What is he saying? What is he saying? What do we have? We don't have any 88s with us. That's excellent. Oh, I took them off because I thought we were going to go to the other objective, and then we've changed objectives. Great. So I don't have a whole lot to take out surface-to-air missiles, which is honestly what we probably need right now going in. This asymmetric loadout is irritating. Cool, cool. We'll see you when you get back. See you when you get back, War Chaser. Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. Don't miss too much, Buttercup. Alright. These flights get a wee bit long. I don't know how to set my spawn point, but I'd like to not be spawning on the carrier anymore. It's so far away. Maybe I have to land at one of them in order to reset my spawn point. If you know, let me know. That's your job, chat. If you know how I can reset my spawn point, you gotta tell me. Because, I don't know. Gray, I think you just joined. It's the same Gray. It's the same avatar. Welcome to the game, homie. Glad you're able to make it. I cannot wait for the day that we have more people wanting to join than we have available spots for those people to join. That will be a good day to me. I already have a thing in mind to figure out how to manage that, because it's not going to be easy, but I have an idea. So I'm genuinely looking forward to that day. Give me my weapons that I want. Yep, let's pitch you up. We'll shoot that. We'll shoot that. We'll shoot that. We're out of those. Switch back to AIM 120s. We lost that guy. Where are these guys? Okay. We're purposely tanking altitude right now. We're just trying to get behind the hills. Trying to use the hills as cover from these radars. While we then sneak up around here and fire off a bunch of AIM 120s. Because there's plenty of anti-air to deal with at the moment. Jesus. Missile warning system is losing its mind. This is not a good fight situation. There's no way I'm able to take on all of these guys. Those are 22 miles out. There's no way they hit. I mean, granted, we are going above Mach 1, so that helps, but I don't think we're gonna get a good chance at hitting those guys. Fire that one. Yep. We're gonna need to defend. That's notched. Let's tank our altitude. Alright, sweet. We broke that lock. I see him out there, I think. He was... I thought he was right over here. I've lost him now. It might have been a missile. Might have been a missile. I saw this little bitty speck just hauling balls. I was like, oh, he just splashed. That guy's gone. This guy's not. Or maybe he is. He's burning. We'll let him go. He's burning. This guy looks to maybe be alive. We'll send a bunch of telephone poles his way. That's 3 of them. Go ahead and shake those. Make my day. He's only 11 miles out. I should have spaced him, I think, a little bit better than that. You know, like 4 seconds between or something. Alright, they're going Pitbull, so we're gonna ditch out of the air. I'm not gonna be able to get those radars on site there. What do I have? I just have heaters, huh? Who's in close? This guy's 13 miles out. you might be able to duck behind the hills here and swoop over and then just like pop up and launch heaters. But we got to be able to get there. That's going to be the problem. He's 9 miles out. That's a little more doable.
Over T, Chad. Flare. Over T.
I saw that missile.
Flare. Over T. Chad. Flare.
Get behind the hill. Come on.
Chad. Flare.
All right.
Fox 3, Fox 3.
Terrain is the key, man. If you can use terrain, you can survive.
Over T.
Terrain will keep you alive in this game.
Plot.
That missile just smacked right into a mountain. We know he's close, though.
Missile launch. Over T.
He's right over the hill. So I think that missile's coming.
Flare.
Yep. Yep.
The challenge. Flare. Plot.
Pull up.
Plot. Chad. Over.
Ooh, cut it close.
Over Chad. Flare. Over T. Plot.
There we go.
Plot.
There we go. Hey, it's shifty, but it worked. All right.
Missile
We
launch.
need to find these guys and figure out where they're shooting from.
Over T. Chad. Over T.
Oh, there's so many missiles in the air. We're not gonna live this. We'll fire those though as we die, and we might actually hit him. Holy smokes. I think we just hit him right over here. There he goes. Fuck you. Fuck you. Die. God damn, they were raining missiles on me. I'm stuck on Velcro. All right. Holy smokes. Okay, with that being said, I'm going to send this on a super duper quick break. We'll be back in less than 2 minutes. I just need a little bit of water. I'll be right back. Okay, we should be back. We should be good to go. Looks like we're back. Looks like we're good to go. Ah, no, my toolkit crashed again. Damn it, dude. I'm telling you, the Pimax software. Hold on. If you were here earlier, you know that we just ran into a ton of problems with this software. And I couldn't get it to work. So it looks like we're back. Let me stop the toolkit and I'll reopen it. I got to get chat up. Like, that's what I need this for. This is a Pimax thing. I never have an issue with OVR toolkit with the Quest. I just don't. And with the Quest, it just works because it doesn't have to go through that middle layer of bullshit. Okay, cool. We're back. Excellent. All right. Cool. Let's get back into it. We're just in our seat. We got some water. Water's doing good. I looked while we were gone. I'm not getting notifications, but we have jumped up to 279 subscribers, according to what was on the screen there quickly. So I don't know if they came from the live stream because the bot's not doing its job. So I need to sort that out. The bot's not doing its job, but we're up to 279 out of 300. So that's super dope. It's moving upwards. It's moving in the right direction. That's awesome. If you happen to be in a live stream and you're a fresh subscriber, no shit, welcome to the channel. Like, legit welcome. I'm happy to have you. I'm glad you found some weird value in me, in the content that I make. It's super cool that you decided to stick around. Hopefully you find it inviting. Hopefully you find it to be the type of content that you're looking for. I tend to try to play with, I hate calling you viewers. I think it's silly, but I tend to try to play with those of you that have joined the Discord and stuff like that, because that's the easiest place to get a hold of me to play. I typically post when I'm gonna play, and hi Gray. I typically post when I'm gonna play, and I also like respond to requests to play. Like if someone's like, hey, I'm gonna jump on and play, and I'm free, I'm like, oh shit, I'll join you if you would like. So it's a great place to be. So if you're new to the channel, like, do not put a barrier between you and I. I'm available. Thank you for the congratulations on 279. It is just one small step closer to 300, and it is one small step closer to having the live stream for 3 days a week. But that's good. That's a good problem to have. So join. So yeah, as I was saying, welcome if you have recently subscribed. Genuinely. Hopefully you find it valuable. We do some tips, we do some tricks on occasion. Most of the time, it's just me failing my way through shit. And just trying to be a little bit funny and share my opinion, mostly on VR, along the way. I'm very opinionated on VR, like VR hardware. I'm fortunate enough that I've gotten to play with a lot of different VR headsets. I've gotten to play with a lot of different VR peripherals. I'll often acquire one, use it for a while, sell it for the next thing. I just like to know what's out there. It's an area of tech that I'm super addicted to. I like it a lot. So I'm very opinionated on VR as a whole. Let's actually turn this on. No, forward. So if you have VR questions, I'm happy to answer them. Or if you want to know my opinion on X, Y, or Z thing, if I've used it, I'll happily give it to you. I don't think that I am the certified authority on any of it, though. I have very unique use cases. I play I play for a very unique reason, I guess. So I don't necessarily always side with what the masses might think about a certain thing in VR. Like I know a lot of people will say how great the Pimax crystal is, but I'm a little bit of a crystal hater, even though I'm using it right now. So it just depends. I try to be as honest as I can if my opinion is asked for. It's just not the most popular opinion at times because I don't censor myself. that's part of it, is I just don't censor what I say. So I'll give it to you straight, but it could differ from what you think, it could differ from what you feel. I also don't believe that spending the most money you possibly can on a headset automatically equals the best headset on the market, or like if you have the most expensive set of racing pedals, for example, I don't necessarily know that they're the best racing pedals out there. I know the equipment I've used though, and I know how I feel about it. So that's typically what I'll tell you. This is just my opinion. It's just how I feel about it. And damn, I wish I had rockets. That was a weird squirrel moment, and I realized that. I wish I had rockets, because there's these boats down here that are in this channel, and rockets would be nice for that. But I do have these AGM 65s, so I might be able to leverage those. Let's get down in this canyon so these fighters can't see us. And once we get down in here, we should be able to navigate this river. And if we can navigate the river, we might be able to get, I hear you, we might be able to get these AGMs off. There should be ships right over here. So we're gonna just navigate the river. We're gonna try to lock up these ships. And we'll shoot these AGM 65s at them. I only have 2 though. It's a little bit of a bummer. I'd like to have more than 2. So I'm able to keep the Pimax charged right now, but it's not comfortable. I have a battery pack in the small of my back right now, and it kind of hurts. I'm like sitting against it. Which also means I'm wearing a fanny pack, and I'm not proud of that. I'm wearing a fanny pack that's got a battery pack in it, which is funny. All right. Fire that. We'll fire that. That's not going to be enough to do any real long-term damage to them. So we got to get out of here. And I saw that jet. I don't know where they're at. I see a contrail up there that might be a missile. Did he get a missile off? I hope he didn't get a missile off. I feel like I'm the only one flying over here. But I'm not. There's tons of people. That's a missile that just went active on me. It's gone now.
Chat, flare. Shoot. Chat, flare. Chat, flare.
Oh, I can't hit it with a heater.
Flare.
Come on.
Chat, flare.
Come on, come on, come on. All right. That's beat. All right, we got to get turned around. We don't have enough space to maneuver, and it's causing problems. Let's get over here. Tons of missiles in the air. I don't know if that's a missile or a jet. Looks like a missile. That's not. Oh, I switched too many times. I think he fired at me. That looks like a missile. Yep. Yep. There's missiles coming from somewhere. There we go. We'll just barrel roll out of that. There's a G-pull on that missile. That's part of the missile evasion techniques. I actually had Alt, who joins with us every now and then on these Friday night flights. Him and I sat down a couple weeks ago, I think like a week or two ago, and we did like an entire like missile evasion, like PvP, like training thing. It was a lot of fun. Super props to him. Great instructor. Great tips. Just things that I didn't even think of. He was able to like, hey, like try this and you know, do these other things, and you're gonna be a better adversary. So it's really awesome to get tips from somebody that's so good at this game. He's genuinely really good. So it's cool. I will translate some of those tips though to the rest of you when I do the missile evasion and survivability course. Boy Gaming, what's up, dude? Welcome back to the channel. Friday Night Flights, we're back at it, brother. Glad you were able to make it. Glad you were able to make it. It's nice to see familiar faces. It's nice to see repeat customers. It's good to have that kind of influence and reach on people to just, they want to come say hi, they want to come hang out. That's really cool. It's humbling. Like, not only cool, but humbling. Humbling is probably the better description of it for me. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. Come on. All right, we splashed some of those bandits. Get off of me. No. Oh, I saw that one hit me. That second one hit me. Nope. That's too steep. That second one hit me. I got away from the first one. The second one definitely hit me though. You pull up, Betty. Not a single bullet hit. Dead. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew we were getting in too steep. Not a single bullet hit. Come on, man. Oh, he's on fire though, so maybe my plane killed him. Stranded Tanks is still out there as an objective. It's still out there as an objective. Gray's in here. Gray is crushing it. 0 kills, 4 deaths. Really getting it done. We're putting in work though. We got 35 kills on the day. So that's pretty good. It's been pretty active. That's not bad for somebody that's talking the whole damn time. You know what I love about this briefing room? This map. This map is super cool. Not only is it like 3D of the actual map that we're flying in, but the triangles, it's like tac view. Like it's all accurate to like how things are going. I love the map in the middle of this briefing room. Wavy, as last time on my head to sleep, I enjoyed this stay. Thank you for doing this all the time with that much patience. Dude, Wavy, it was great to see you again. I'm glad that you were able to make it. Get good rest, dude, and we'll see, dude. Hopefully we see you next Friday. It made me happy to see you pop into the lobby. I was like, yes, he's back. That's one. That means we're making a difference. So it was awesome to have you, dude. Have a good night and enjoy your weekend, man. Have a good weekend. Hopefully Friday night flights set you off right. I gotta scratch my nose, gents. I promise you, it's not like
Trahico.
some weird picking
Oh
it
my
thing.
goodness, we're getting swatted at this guy.
I just gotta scratch it. I
Hey,
just gotta scratch
trade
it.
one of the. Could you trade one of those jamming pods for more anti-radiation?
Yeah, I can do that.
Is that possible? I don't. I only need 2.
All right, let's change up our
just one
equipment,
pod.
maybe. Can we get 88s? Nope, I love the AGM 88s. I really do. Let's take. We could probably take more AIM 120s at this point, right? We are getting a lot of air-to-air stuff. Tracking. GB 39s. Man, I fucking hate the 39s. They'll do though, kids. They'll do. Man, I feel like we're not using our heaters that much. We're not actually using these that much either.
All right, should be good to go now.
All right, heaters. Okay, let's drop those. We'll take 65s. I wish we could take more AGM 65s. Yeah, we can't. Okay, fine, whatever. This loadout works. We'll do it to it. Don't forget the boats. Oh, fuck me. War Chaser, you're 2 seconds late. Honestly, it's my fault. I'm 2 seconds late. Damn it. Yeah, I got 2 AGM 65s for boats. So we'll fire 2 more. God damn it. It's hot with air over there though, so I think we're okay. I don't know. Now it's gonna be all I'm thinking about. It's like, oh, if I could just get more boats. Motherfucker. If I could just get more boats. I don't think it's gonna happen. I got 2 AGM 65s though, so we can do something. We're not like completely boat useless. Give me all my switches. Gonna be in stitches. Yeah, I would debate the tardiness too. The thing of it is, dude, like you guys are on a delay, right? So like, you're on like a 10-second delay. So everything you see is 10 seconds in the past. So on top of the 10-second delay, I had already like loaded up and left before I looked at chat. So yeah, about that. We'll have to remember that next time through. Cause I'm sure we're gonna die again. I'm sure. How are we almost stalling? We're not even moving. Stalls happen when the angle of attack doesn't match the thrust that you have to sustain a flight at that angle of attack, for lack of better terms and proper terminology. That's what causes a stall, god dang it. How can we stall if we're sitting on our wheels? Come on, VTOL, get it together. All right, we're gonna start the long ass journey. Still don't know if I can spawn somewhere better. Sure would be fucking nice though. We're gonna stay low because, as War Chaser pointed out, boats, baby. So let's go try to get some shots off on these boats, and then we'll pop up. So we're gonna follow the river. We're gonna shoot at the boats, then we'll pop up. Hopefully they don't have CWIS. Yeah, they didn't shoot at me the first time. They're like these little patrol boats. I don't think they're rocking any CWIS system. That's not to say that other boats don't though. I've been shot at by CWIS in this game a lot. Or the equivalent, the VTOL equivalent of what a CWIS is. I don't know what it's called in VTOL, but it's probably not officially a CWIS. Okay, we can get some shots off on these boats, probably. Look at all the fucking air that's up here. Let's see. Look at this. That's all air. All those triangles, that's enemy air, that's enemy air. This diamond that's faded out right here, that's the boats. Oh shit, that's the water. That's the boats. So there's a lot of anti-air, or there's a lot of air to worry about as we approach these boats. These guys are over here. They're getting it. I'm gonna leave them to it. I think 2 of them can take that. Still an R2 unit of some sort. Right? I feel like I got my R2 unit right here. This game translated to Star Wars would be sweet. If we had like X-Wings. I think there's some mods that might be X-Wings. But once you start using the mod loader, the multiplayer gets a little like gated. It'd be super sweet. I'm telling you, space, Star Citizen in VR. If there's any damn developer out there that cares about the VR community, and before somebody says, why don't you build it? I don't have the time to build a game, bro. I could build a game. I have built games in the past. Nothing that you would have played, but I do work in tech. I can write code. Like, building the game's not the problem. The time it would take to build the game is the problem. He does kind of look like the guy from Hitchhiker's Guide. But I need VR Star Citizen. Let me land. Let me be flying in space right now in a cockpit, just like this, avoiding enemies, just like this, getting into big galactic fights. That is for sure gonna miss. We are way low, slow, and too far out for that missile. Look, why are there so many fighter contacts over here? Okay, this isn't gonna end well. Not at all. But imagine if we're in a scenario where we're just like this, and then all of a sudden we land on some, like, not necessarily planet, although I'm not against landing on a planet, but we land on like a space station, right? And once we land on that space station, we go into some like first person battle where we're fighting for the resources in the space station. We got shacks on those boats. All right, here's that missile. We're gonna just try to, oh, we don't want to go too early. We're too slow to G-pull it, I think. Nope, we did it. We were able to G-pull it. I thought we were gonna be going too slow. I need this guy to not fucking black out though, so we can G-pull this one. I don't think we're gonna get through this one. Oh, there it goes, right by us. Holy shit. Let's go. Come on. Woo. Give me RST. Come on, lock. Take that. All right, we're too slow. We gotta get our energy back. Come on, hit him, hit him. Oh, I fired two more. Did we hit him? Nope. Damn it. Okay, we're still alive. We got one. I don't know how. Oh, there's a miss. Nope, not long. Whoo, holy rain and missiles, bro. That got crazy. It might translate for you. Go through the boats. All right, we got to carry more stuff. We're going to get more stuff to take out the boats because we're actually getting good hits on them. No, we can't drop that. We'll take a couple more 65s. What up, Gray? How you doing?
I didn't.
Yeah, we gotta.
I didn't notice
got
the
a
other
little
guy.
slow going in that.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right. We're gonna go try to take those
Alright.
boats. We got more boats related stuff. More boat related stuff. Yeah, so like imagine you land at some space station, right? And then you like get out of your jet. Like we get out of this thing. And now it's like Ghost of Tabor, or like, which is like Escape from Tarkov if you're new to VR, or like some sort of first-person shooter mechanic now shows up where we're going and we're looting the space station, we're getting resources or whatever, so that we can then fly those resources somewhere else to sell them, or like we're shipping, like we decide we want to be a space trucker or something, so like we're shipping, or we're like in a big transport spaceship and we got a bunch of cargo that we're moving from one station to the next so that we can go sell it, and then all of a sudden like we get jumped by space pirates in VR. Like, dude, that is the game. That's the game. Squadrons is cool and you can play Squadrons in VR, but it's strictly, it's not made for VR, right? And there's a little difference. Did I not put my fucking launch bar down? No, I did. Uh-oh. We're gonna have a problem here. How did we miss? No! Don't go off the rail. We're dead. Hee-hee. Okay. I can't grab it. See? Grip problems. I'm like trying to grab my junk. Grip problems sometimes with the Knuckles. Going back to the earlier Knuckles conversation. I think IL-2 translates to VR. Star Wars Squadron might too. Yeah, Star Wars Squadron does have a VR mode. I've played it, but the controls aren't like VR native, and I think that's what I'm after. Is like, give me this where it's VR native, like everything is built for VR. It's built with VR controls in mind. I don't need a separate HOTAS to like make like IL-2. I need a good HOTAS to make it make sense. Where VR just becomes the screen. Like, and it's fine. That's great. Like, those games do a good job. Like, IL-2 in VR is amazing. I got nothing bad to say about IL-2 in VR. Honestly, there's nothing bad to say about IL-2 in general. That game's fucking awesome. But to be able to have something VR native like this, where it integrates perfectly with the VR world, because games are just different in VR, and you can tell the ones that were made for flat screen gaming that have been converted to VR, you can tell those versus a VR only kind of game. Like, it becomes really obvious. So like I want that. I want something that was like 100% built for VR, strictly with VR in mind from the ground up, that gives me that option to fly space stuff, be a space pirate, like Elite Dangerous or Star Citizen, but VR native, completely VR native. Like, I need the weapon interaction that VR brings, and I need the cockpit interaction that VTOL brings. I know, build it yourself, right? Was that a Tomcat? Yes and no. There's the EF-24G, which is the VTOL version of a Tomcat, but it's not a Tomcat at the same time. If you want to see it, there is the very first live stream I did, Friday Night Flights, episode 1. Friday Night Flights, episode 1, I was flying as a Rio for a kid that wanted to fly the Tomcat, and he had never flown anything in the game. So it was basically just a lesson on how to fly. Rock, the guy Rock that's in here, he's amazing in the Tomcat. He can make that thing walk, talk, sing, and dance. There's so much going on in that cockpit. It's really only fun if you got two people that are pretty good at what they're doing, flying it, in my opinion. I flew with him one night and could barely keep up with what he had going on that jet. It was so good though. So in that first episode of Friday Night Flights, I flew it. If you want to take a look at it, it's super cool. The back seat's all just electronic warfare. You can't even fly the jet. Oh, the boats are done. They were rocket boats. That's where I got the rocket part. So yeah, it's super cool. It's a DLC jet though. DLC, I forget how much it was. It might be like $20 or something like that. But it's worth it. The downfall is both people have to own it to fly it. That's not true with the T-55. Only one person needs to own the T-55 to fly it, which is a cool thing that VTOL offers. But the EF-24 and the AH-94, which is exactly what you think it is. It's the attack helicopter. That is also multiplayer 2-seat, and both people need to own the DLC in order for two people to fly it. It's worth it though, 100%. The DLC in this game is worth it, right? Like, if you were to buy the game plus all the DLC, you're paying pretty much full price for like not Helldivers, but like full price for like WoW or Call of Duty or something. Like, pick a mainstream game, like a regular standalone $60 game, right? Like, that is this game and all of its DLC. One of the best things about VR is how affordable the games are. The hardware is the expensive part. The games, though, are usually quite affordable, and that makes it nice. There's also a really cool service. It's kind of like Game Pass, but it's for VR games. It's called Viveport Infinity, It's like 15 bucks a month, and you get a ton of VR titles that you can play. And you do not need an HTC Vive headset to use it. I can use Viveport right now if I wanted to. I can use it on my Quest. I can use it on my Pimax. It doesn't matter. It integrates direct into my Steam library. It's like $15 US a month. It's pretty cool. I don't use it as much as I thought I was going to use it, so I'm probably going to get rid of it. But if you play a lot of different variety, like if you like a different variety of VR game, Viveport is a really sweet option for you. But I think, like, if you were just getting into VR, I'd be like, yo, like, check out Viveport. Like, that's gonna help you figure out what you like in VR. But in the long run, a lot of this stuff on there is like a glorified tech demo. Most VR games aren't as good as VTOL. They're not complete games. They're not as good as Ghost of Tabor or Contractor Showdown or Half-Life Alyx. They're just not all that. They're getting there. They're getting there. But they just have a long way to go. So it's a little unfortunate. But they're getting there. Yeah. So helicopters are sweet in this game, to your point, War Chaser. They definitely are. They are dog shit hard to fly, though. Like, really, really hard to fly. Oh, that's friendly. I'm not gonna worry. I sometimes will just go into free flight and fly the helicopter around to try to figure out how to fly the helicopter. We do have 65s on us. We can use those. We can use those to shoot stuff down here. What? At least we got the warning. Alright, we'll pull through that. Jesus. At least we got the warning on that. Yeah, so as I was saying, helos are super sweet in this game, but very hard to use. We'll launch that right at that guy. That should track. How did that not kill him? Come on. How did that not kill him? So I fly them in free flight. They're a lot of fun. I would like to get better at them so that I can fly them in more than free flight. That's the ultimate goal, is to be able to fly them whenever I want. Ah, I knew we weren't going to shake that. There's just too many of them. We're still alive, though. Oh, shit. We don't got control surfaces. We were still alive. I can't steer the jet to pull around this hill. I can't steer the jet. We're going the wrong way, no matter what I do. Okay, instead of fighting it, let's go with it. No, we're dead. We're dead. Oh. Ah. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Stranded tanks, huh? Somehow those guys got overlooked. All right. We're doing okay, though. 40 kills. 40 kills. Rock came in here. He's putting in fucking work. You see this? 21 kills. This guy's so good. All right. Here we go. On the road again. Starting up our jet one more time. Yeah, dude, I can sit there and I can fly that helo for hours, just doing a lot of crashing, but just trying to get a feel for it. You know, it's so much. If I let me die, and I'll see if the helo is an option in this mission, and I won't be able to fly it to like do anything effective, but I can jump in it if there is one. Which I think there is one. I can jump in it and we can try to shoot something with it. There's a 99% chance though that I get shot right out of the sky. I can't fly it well enough to like evade. So if I'm getting shot at, there's like no chance that I'm gonna be able to get out of that alive. So, but I'll try to. I think there's a helo option. So if that's the case, I'll jump in it. I'll jump in it and I'll show you what it is. It's so cool, but it's really hard. It's really hard to fly. It's completely different, right? It's like counterintuitive, and flying it as a solo is borderline hard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a good airfield along the way to try to reset that spawn point. I think it might be dependent on the aircraft you pick. To be honest, I don't know, because Rock just spawned right behind us, so he was right behind us on the carrier, and he plays the shit out of this game, so he would know if there's a better place to spawn for sure. Yeah, helo's dope, dude. Love the helo. I'm gonna go ahead and say it probably for the last time of this stream. If you're new to the stream, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like what you're seeing, you guys know what to do. Like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. Happy to have you. I'm glad you came by. Don't hesitate to chat. If you're watching this like on demand, like the stream after the fact, like don't hesitate to chat if you're in the streams, and then like you can chat with me really at any given time. Join the Discord. There's a link in the description for the channel as well as the description for this video. I often post when I'm gonna play, what I'm gonna play. You're more than welcome to join me. You're also more than welcome to say, hey, I'm gonna play Ghost of Tabor. Is anybody available to play? Or hey, I'm gonna play VTOL. Is anybody available to play? And you probably find that people will jump on and play with you. It's not the world's biggest Discord, which is great because you can get to know the people that are actually there. So we are pushing a 300 sub goal. Once we get to 300 subs, we're going to add a streaming day. Right now, we currently stream Fridays, 2 to 5 p.m. Friday night flights, baby. That's 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Open lobbies. Anybody can join. You don't have to be a subscriber. You don't have to be anything other than somebody that likes to fly in VTOL VR. You can join, and you're welcome to do that. So do that. And so that's Friday. Monday, we are currently streaming Into the Radius. Monday will change. The game will change. When we finish Into the Radius, we'll play a different game. It's just a way to keep VR variety going for me. I like to play a variety of different games. Right now, it's Into the Radius. I have never played Into the Radius. I'm absolutely terrified playing this game. You can go back and watch episode 1, and you're gonna get a good laugh. I really wanted to throw the headset off of my face a few times. I was maybe arguably, depending on who we want to tell, crying a little bit inside of the headset. So it's worth the watch. And then when we hit 300 subs, which is the current goal, we're going to add a Ghost of Tabor streaming day by popular demand. There's a popular demand for Ghost of Tabor and me streaming it. So we will give it a shot. What was that waypoint that was over there? That's it. That's all we got. Why is this tripping out? There we go. That's not the waypoint for that. There was a random ass waypoint over there. All of this is done. Yeah, we gotta be flying this way, folks. Okay. Yeah, so like I will add a day, or I will add Ghost of Tabor, and once we hit that that 300 sub mark, and that's kind of the game plan. So if you're interested in that, that's when that happens. And again, when we add Ghost of Tabor, if you want to jump in and play with me on stream, the answer is gonna be yes. Like that's the whole point. We will set up a queue system, and really anybody that's a member of the community will be able to jump in and play Ghost of Tabor with me. I will stream it, and we can have some fun playing together. That game is a lot more fun if you play with people. It's fun either way, but it becomes a lot more fun if you play with people. I don't know if we still have enemies down here. This is where we got smacked last time. So we're gonna fly down here and see if there's anything. And if not, we're gonna go check out these cities over here. That says 6 miles, but 6 miles isn't isn't a lot when you're going, you know, 600 nautical miles at 5,000 feet. Yeah, there's stuff down here. There's stuff. That's gonna hit the building, I think. Yeah, I was gonna be real impressed if that was able to circumvent that and actually hit that guy. So, yeah, man, whenever I stream, the odds are it's totally fun to play. Outside of Mondays, Mondays are the day where I play whatever game I just want to get into, and that's kind of a me day. It's like the only day that isn't gonna be viewer centric. All the rest of this is viewer centric. Is that gonna hit? Yep, okay. So, I gotta have one day where I can just get in there and play whatever the hell I want to play without having to entertain. Not that I don't like entertaining, it's just sometimes I gotta do me, boo. It's a lot of work to just talk. Not talk this much. I'm not complaining, just stating a fact, y'all. Just stating a fact. Will you fucking lock him?
Over T. Over T.
I want to shoot this missile.
Over T.
Oh, you're over G. Oh, fucking gimbal limit. We might let this guy live.
Over T.
We just might let this guy
Over T.
live. I don't think we're gonna be. We're just not circling at a good radius here to be able to hit him. Let's go fly through the city here to see if there's anything else that we can take out. And then if we have to, we'll circle back around and try to get a better bead on him. Stranded takes are killed. I'm not sure what this is out here. Is that gonna hit, or is it gonna hit a tree? Ah, I didn't get it. Ooh, what the fuck? Didn't get a good lock. All right, we'll circle back around. We're getting shot at.
Yo, dynamic liberation is so fucking boring.
You find the map or the mission boring, yet you played it. That makes sense. Okay, look, so there is choppers. That guy's in one down there.
Landing gear. Landing
Why?
gear.
We don't need landing gear.
Landing gear.
It doesn't make sense, guys. I don't understand why you guys play shit you don't like. If you don't like it, don't play it. Like, it's not that hard.
Missile launch.
Pretty common sense, to be honest with you. And that goes for like all games. It's like, it's not a big deal. You just don't have to play shit you don't like. There's plenty of options. You know, you see people saying, "Oh, I hate Call of Duty," or "I hate this," or "I hate that." They're fucking playing it, bro. Like, why play it? Don't play it. So many games exist, and so many of them are free. All right, we got that one last dude that was over here.
Pull up. Pull up.
I don't know where he was, but we should have a... Ooh, shit. Rooster? Getting it done. And that was close coming off the side there. Doing some fancy schmanciness. I don't see that enemy anywhere.
Over T.
I'm sure he's still here. I just don't know where he went.
Over T.
Looking down the streets. Oh, there was some shooting. Yeah, right on this. Nope, dead. I was gonna try to split those. I was gonna try to do it. Waffles, what up, man? Welcome back. Happy to see you. How you doing? How was your week? Hope you're doing well. All right, let me see if I can jump. We only got a couple minutes left, so this will be perfect. Let me see if I can jump into a helo. These guys are in one right now. Here we go. Yeah. So, I'm not any good at flying this thing. Okay? I'm not any good at flying this. I'm gonna go ahead and... This is pretty much simply to show you the helo. It's not to say that I know what I'm doing. So this is cool because like the doors actually like you can open and close them with like the handle, which is dope. We're on the back side. So it's got 2 seats, as you might expect, so we can actually, oops, that's not the right button. where is the switch seat button? It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I know it. I've done it. I've done it a bunch. I just did it the other night, and I don't remember where it is. Going through this. It's not up there. Interior, exit. Oh my god. Way to be foolish. Maybe it's supposed to be right here, and for some reason I can't switch seats. Because there also wasn't a gunner spot, but there's a whole ass cockpit up there. And you're supposed to be able to swap these seats around. But I'm not seeing their button up there either to switch seats. And that's potentially a pretty good indicator that I'm not allowed to switch seats right now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why, okay? I don't know why. But you kind of got all the same shit going on in this thing back here. Outside of some extra stuff. I can't believe I can't find it. But you have two collectives. So you have flight controls, and then you have like combat controls, right? So you kind of got to know what the hell's going on. Oh, I wasn't ready for that. That was an accident. Okay, okay. Collective down. All right. And, come on. We'll get it sorted. We'll get it sorted. I promise. All right. Now let's go. I don't know where the okay, there's the master arm switch. There's like an autopilot that you can use to hover. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. All right, all right. It's gotta settle down. I gotta settle down, right? That's the thing. I told you I can't fly this effectively. And dead. I think we hit something. We hit our tail or we got shot at. But either way, top left panel swaps the MFDs. Yeah. All good. Yeah, that's the helicopter. It was real touchy right then and there. But see, here's the gunner spot, and then this one has a gunner spot. Let me jump in this one. I'll jump in this one. I'm not seeing the button. I know it exists. And it's not that. I know it exists. Oh, I know why. I know why. No, I don't want to exit. I do want to, like, eject, though. I don't know how to eject. I don't know how to eject. Okay, I know why. It's because in the lobby, you select what you're gonna fly. Right? So in the lobby, you're like, I'm gonna be the gunner, or I'm gonna be the pilot. That's why you can't swap seats. But in single player, you can just swap seats. So that's something to know. All right, let's try here. So in single player, you can swap seats. In multiplayer, you pick the seat you're gonna be. But this is the helo, man. This thing's got rockets. It's got all this shit you would expect a helo to have. And then just learning the controls, though, is a pain. And I couldn't even begin to tell you, like, how to fly this to any degree of competency. But it is super sweet. We have cannon. So, yeah, I'm just getting shot at here. And I can't seem to, like, I don't know where, and I don't know why. And our engine's down. And we're gonna go down. But that's the helo. That's the helo. That jet killed us. Super cool though. Worth flying. Easier to fly in single player. To learn it, right? This is not the place. For sure. That being said, we typically always fly the 26. Let's see what else is here. Just see, now we're just kind of fucking around. There's also this helo. I'll show you this. This helo you get this one with the base game. So this is like an Osprey. That's what it reminds me of. Doors are closed. And it is a giant, roomy bus. And that's pretty much what the missions are designed for. You have all your lights up here, external lights over there. But all the missions for this are like troop transport kind of missions. So troop and cargo and just moving stuff where it needs to go. So you can kind of set it up however you want to set it up. I don't really have a recommended way to set this up. I don't even see a radar, which is silly to me. Log TGP, GPS, cam, nav, CMS, it's countermeasures. Oh no, is there no fucking radar on this thing? That seems silly. That seems silly that there's no real radar. I must be missing something. But then you have all your flight assists because you need quite a few of them to fly this thing effectively. And you got launch bars and stuff like that over there. So we can come here. Oops, sorry, let's TGP that, let's nav that. And there was like a hover autopilot thing. And I don't know where it went. Oh, derp, right in front of me. So we're just gonna grab this. Brake lock is off. And so this is really cool because
Left engine failure.
you hit the aircraft carrier.
Engine failure.
Shit.
Left engine
This is
failure.
really cool because like you can tilt the engines, right? Like just as you would expect. Picture look like a Pelican. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's not going to be
That's
effective
a
in this
third
mission.
region right there. I don't know.
Third what? I don't know what they're saying.
Oh shit, my head's about to
Crazy.
die.
I think this is close to over. I don't know what we have left. But yeah, so you get that one
5%.
with the game.
Shit,
That's pretty
shit,
cool.
I gotta
it's
go.
mine that.
Being,
But yeah,
Fuck mine,
You're
the
gunner.
that's that, man. So there's
No problem,
helos
boss.
to fly for sure.
Talk to you later.
We're gonna take the recommended loadout. We're gonna enter this thing. This thing's got to be close to done. We got to be running out of objectives here. I was looking for the F-45. I didn't see it. I would have jumped in and flown that just to switch it up, but lots that you can do. So this game comes stock with all kinds of missions, man. Really, really, it's so worth it. Best game. One of the best games, not in VR, but out there, period, in general. In general. Alright, let's get off the deck, baby. This thing's gotta be close to done. Gotta be close to over. Let's see, let's see. Alright, boom.
Radio check.
Clear cities. We'll do that.
Roger, roger.
And let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh, I want to get the minute. I know we're close to finishing the mission. I know we're close to finishing the mission. I don't want to kill it early if I don't have to, but we only got a few minutes. We only have a few minutes. Clear the cities in Sector 3 of all hostiles. Yeah, I wish I knew how close to that we were. That's the final part. Yeah, I typically don't fly that little Osprey thing. I ran through the campaign with it when I first started playing this, and I haven't touched it since. It's just like, you're just like a VR bus driver, you know?
You can take off because I would be auction.
That's the problem. 'Cause I didn't like the missions. I'm sure it's got some shit going on with it though that's probably pretty cool. If you really like get a kick out of flying it. It's not really my cup of tea. I like jets more. Although the helicopter is really cool. Helicopter's super duper cool. Big fan. Alright. Let's see. Unfortunately, I do have to shut this thing down in a few moments, man.
What are you doing, dude? We need to take off.
Huh? I don't know what they're talking about.
I was waiting for people to tell me where they want decoys and jammers.
Oh, they're trying to figure out loadouts. Honestly, it's just a bunch of little ground targets left in the cities. Yeah, I can't see much in the way of missions for sure. Like a lot of them are like, the first one's kind of cool because it's like, hey, like we have troops that need to be transported, so you have to fly around this mountain ridge, you land, you grab these troops, they get in, and then like you go to drop them off, and then once you drop them off, you have to go link up with your escort, and then you get like an escort, and then you end up in a little bit of some shit, and then you're able to go back and land. But that's a lot of the missions. It's like, pick this thing up, link up with your escort, drop this thing off. It's somewhat fun to fly because, again, it's VTOL, so you can, it's like the Osprey in the sense you get up in the air and you can flip the engines and then go, fly straight and stuff. Once you get it out of the helicopter mode, it's an okay jet to fly. It's kind of bad though as a helicopter. It's like a big giant semi-truck helicopter,
Shoot.
I think that guy's dead.
Shoot.
These guys are for sure shooting at this guy too. No, I don't want to shut it down early. We're almost done. We have this last
Sending some
last city.
Those areas mid-band, and then sending some high band.
This last city to go.
Shoot.
Do you want to pick two jets? I can send over for decoy.
I don't know what they are going on about. I feel like the comms could use a little bit of work in game.
Missile launch.
Nope. Nope. I don't consent to you launching missiles at me. Not okay. I think it was a friendly missile launch anyway. Alright. There's some enemies left, apparently. We gotta find them. Right, there's some enemies left over here. I don't know
I
where.
have missiles in me.
I don't know where. But if we find them, then this mission can end. And I don't know that there's any in this city. I don't see any orange. There's orange right over here. Speak of the devil. I don't know where it just went though. There we go. Alright.
Missile launch.
That guy's down.
Missile launch.
There might be some orange over here. I don't know. We gotta find them, man. We gotta take them out. These guys in the helos are doing work. Helo flying is a whole different ball game. But honestly, it's kind of what you need to do the city side of this. Helo really would shine if I could fly it worth a damn. But yeah, it's there. It's cool. I'm just not good at it by any means.
Radio checking.
I think that's the last thing, man, is like in that little city, there's like an enemy or two.
Right, my two jammers were use jammers. Just
I'm
check
not
that with them.
seeing shit else.
So send him back up.
All of these are green. All of these are green. We got that waypoint set. I don't know. I just don't know. We're gonna have to end this thing though. We're gonna have to end it after this life, so hopefully this life is gonna be well spent. I don't see shit. Hey, there we go. Alright, enemy aircraft. Let's figure out where they are, we'll take them out, and then that'll be the end of this thing. I don't know where they are. I don't know where they are. Maybe we can get some sort of help. Are they really over by the carriers? They found us. They found us. There we go. Here we go. They're over here.
Missile launch.
I can't seem to get a lock. There we go.
Shoot.
We're just gonna fire these out and just get them off the rails. I'm sure these guys are gonna get the kills much quicker than I will. But I want to get those out. All right. That missile might hit us, might not. Let's try to roll right around it. G pull it. Where are these guys? Where are they? Ah, we splashed that guy at the last second. All right. All right. We're gonna wait it out here for just a moment, man. As soon as those things are killed, this thing should be done. It's a good arm patch. Arm patch fashion show. Good arm patch. It's got to be real dang close. It's got to be real dang. How do you get an assist in this game? That doesn't make sense. All right. I think we have to leave it. I don't think. There we go. Team A wins. Perfect timing. All right. Let's go ahead and hit leave. Good job, everybody. And we will do this real quick. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for an amazing, successful Friday Night Flights. It was a ton of fun. I'm happy to do this. I love doing this. If you missed this one, we will see you next week, Friday, 2 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. For now is where we're going to run Friday Night Flights. So you know what to do. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more like this. Thank you, everybody that came by and hung out. War Chaser, it was good to see you again. Gray, I'm glad you were able to join and play. It was a ton of fun. I'm glad you were able to make it. Waffles, I'm glad to see you again. Boy Gaming, there was some people earlier, I forget their names. I'm so sorry. It's been 3 hours. But thank you all for everybody that's joined. Rock, it was dope being able to fly with you. If you're watching, just seeing you join in game. Again, Alt, same to you when you join. So thank you guys, and we will see you all next week. I appreciate every single one of you guys being here. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch you next week.